Christmas. Ho, 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 ho.
Rough ride for his efforts, right back up the middle. That one flipped towards the net and sent wide over Sammy Bernard. Moved up the near side wall. Asp pinching in. Rasmus Asp has the puck stripped away from him, sent around the backside. Blaisdell is there, trying to pitch that puck forward. It's moved up, and now Elijah Wilson trying to hustle out. He gets by, takes a hit for his trouble. And Monroe quickly going after the Scarecrows here tonight. Move back as the Monroe Moccasins take possession. They send this one all the way down. This is going to be an icing call as that is whistled. So, icing brings it all the way back down. Scarecrows will get the first offensive zone draw. 19:21 to go here, period number one. Neither side with a shot on goal as of yet. Face off. Coming to the left-hand side of the starting goaltender, Gabe Roshik. Roshik 2-0-0, 1.5 goals against, 956 save percentage. Scarecrows make a quick change. Puck is dropped, one back. Gagnon moving it around the board, sends it all the way around. Tyler Inlow pinching. Inlow backhands it back behind. Hugo Koch is there. Koch up the far side wall, sending it back down as this is moved back towards the blue line. Now a little drop pass, chipped ahead, deep into the offensive zone. As again, that puck skitters around down low. Topeka comes away with it, sends it back to the point. It's Gagnon looking through traffic, passes off instead. Shot towards the net, deflected right off the goaltender. That'll go deep in the zone. Once again, Topeka maintains possession back to the point. Norwinski having some trouble keeping, flips it back in, but they'll have to spin back to get it. Christie passing it along quickly, trying to move this one out. Kyler Matthews banked off the wall, heading towards center. Here comes Monroe back the other way, down the near side wall, breaking in, taken away that time from Ballant, sent back out to center ice. Topeka chasing, can't quite get there. It's deflected back in, and that will not be an icing call, waved off by the linesman on the blue line as Patagan sends it to the blue line. Shot towards the net, gloved down by Bernard. Ripped from the point, but the Scarecrows come up with the stop. As now again, defensive zone face-off for Topeka. As puck drop will come to the left-hand side of Sammy Bernard. They get set. As some pushing and shoving back and forth here. Carlos Forners, former Topeka junior hockey player, gets kicked out of the face-off circle. One towards the middle. Shot there, turned away by Bernard. That one fed out and back towards the blue line, but not able to clear the zone. Kept in the zone by Monroe. Albrecht with it. Shot off a leg pad. And again, down low, Ballant trying to use a reverse shoulder. Poke checked along. Patagan comes up with it. Sent ahead. A delayed penalty coming here as that one sent towards the net. Wrapped on the backside. Justin Schmidt will go back to touch, and that will be the first penalty of the game. High sticking is going to be the call. And Topeka will head to the next tech penalty kill. So Schmidt heading to the box. High sticking the call. 2-minute minor. Next Tech for all your cybersecurity needs. Call Next Tech. Power play for Monroe that's been very effective this season. 22% against Topeka's 84.5 on the penalty kill. And now we have video, so welcome in, folks, and thank you. As now we're set to go. Big congratulations to the team working diligently, trying to make sure that we get everything going. TJ Sneath gets tied up, puck one back. Trying to move this one deep. Monroe able to keep the zone. Down low, Blaisdell swatting at it, gets it up to the blue line but can't clear. Kept in the zone again by Sam Turner, thrown towards the net, worked out, right back in the slot, a shot, goal. Too easy. As just pinching in, Ballant hustles in and scores his 9th of the season. Cuts right down, had Sammy Bernard down and out. As now, face-off will come back to center. 1-0 Monroe, just 2:15 into the game. That puck is dropped, one back. Trying to play it around. Rolled around the backside as Tuvinen moved it around. Drop pass as that's worked up the near side wall. Drop back to the defense. Passed ahead quickly. Monroe trying to hustle back out. Into the zone it comes onside as Blaisdell tries to take Christie to the wall. Christie comes out with it. Christie a dump pass that time. Learakos has his pass picked off by Blaisdell. Blaisdell moves it out towards center. Hooked up there was Hugo Koch trying to get back. As that one broken up, but again, right back the other way comes Gerstein. Gerstein has it picked off of his stick. Right back into the zone they come. Hugo Koch looking shot off a knee pad. As Koch will backhand that one back to his defense. Connor Lind with a shot. Deflection goes loose in front. Can't come up with it. Big save by Gabe Roshik. We'll cover some of the pregame stuff in the first intermission, so not going to be a ton of time for commercials first intermission. We'll do pregame show. We'll do first intermission, and then hopefully be all caught up. As they show the replay on the goal there. Up and over Sammy Bernard. Face-off coming here off to the left-hand side of Roshik. As Checo out here to take the draw. Corey Checo losing that one cleanly as Asp sends it around. Puck deflected right back towards the front of the net mouth. Picked up shot, deflected, and swatted away with a hand there as Kyler Matthews comes up big. Big keep in the zone as once again Topeka trying to force it deeper. Kyler Matthews will break out. Off a stick. Back behind, therefore it's swatted ahead back to the neutral zone. Checo banked off the wall. Avery Smith trying to chase it down, could not as Matthews will get there and pass it along. Matthews, a little bit of a relationship with head coach Robbie Nichols for Topeka as that one's brought in offsides. 16:31 to go, 1-0 Monroe. Matthews played for the Elmira Enforcers back a few years ago, back the 1920-2021 seasons. Really more just the 21 season, 2020 being what it was. As now again, puck drop coming. TJ Sneath ready to take the draw. Sneath taking a look. He'll lose that one cleanly as Monroe, deep in their own zone, deflected right back out to the blue line and out. Quickly hustled over. Albrecht dropped a pass there. Fourniers into the zone, deflected away, knocked down by Elijah Wilson. He chips it but can't get it out. Fourniers back again to his defense. Chipped ahead. Monroe in onside. That puck will ride the rails and Bernard will have to come out to play. Passes it around the boards to the far side. Tries a poke check at it, and no, Monroe, another attempt as that's up and into the netting. 16:04 to go here, period number one. 1-0 Monroe, 3 shots on goal, all for the Moccasins thus far. So, puck drop, off to the left-hand side of Sammy Bernard. Sneath repositions. That puck is dropped, one back as Monroe loses it there, off the boards and trying to move it out, could not. Sneath swats it, but can't get it past the blue line. Kept off his stick, worked along the wall now, banked back out to center. Turning, trying to force it forward was Cameron Clark, couldn't do anything with that. Deflected ahead as Monroe gets run off. Bounce back towards the blue line, picked up there by Wilson and deflected out of the zone. Sneath trying to chase it down, could not. Monroe able to possess it through the neutral zone. Passed ahead off a couple of bodies and into the zone. Little drop pass once again, trying to carry that one through as Connor Lind puts his man to the boards. Albrecht takes it around the net. Albrecht up the far side wall, back to the defense. Shot coming there, turned away by Bernard. 15:23 to go here, period number 1. 1-0 Monroe. Well, you saw early on here, Monroe wanting to get physical. They are coming out, throwing the body, and making their presence known. It was a long trip up here, and rumor had it there were some issues to be fixed on the way. So now, as Yanni Lirakos out there, he'll take the draw. Lines up against Scott Koash. One back shot deflected into the corner as Topeka trying to get on top of it. That puck moved around by Gerstein. Gerstein being dug at as that puck gets back to the blue line, off of a couple of bodies and back into the corner. Gerstein will chase after it for Monroe. Back again towards the point. Drop pass, poke checked at, moved up and out of the zone, could not control. Now it's kicked ahead by Koash, trying to feed Hugo Koch but couldn't get it to him. Move back the other way. It's Christie into the zone. Lifted stick, but Christie keeps pushing towards the net. A shot deflected and taken away by Bernard. That one will be flipped out to center ice. Chasing back after it. They say no icing as the goaltender comes out to play. Knocked back down. Excellent move there by Koch towards the middle. On the backhand. Can't get it off. Christie able to take it away. Christie back out the other way over center. Dumps the pass off. Yanni Lirakos over to Christie. Poke checked away from him. Lirakos back towards the front of the net. Banks around. Koch is there. Hugo Koch spinning around looking for help. Quick change here for Monroe as Koch takes a look. Passes it ahead. Finds his man. Gagnon hustling it. Dumps that puck in. Chasing back. Corey Checo is there. Spins off with possession, trying to find a lane. Takes it out towards the net front, but couldn't get it out there as Monroe able to steal it away. The Moccasins back in their own zone, off the boards, trying to knock it down. Topeka couldn't control. Chipped out. Avery Smith passes ahead. Backhanded play into the zone. Pategan into the zone now himself. Backhand play, trying to get it back to Smith, could not. Gets that puck deep below the goal line, however, as Kyler Matthews will come out with it. Back up on the opposite side. Sam Turner chipping that one ahead. Back into the offensive zone. Cutting through. Goes wide. Backhanded shot. Does miss the side of the net. Turner's there. Trying to poke check it along again. Coming up with it. Boston Bird having some trouble. Still poke checking at it as Cunningham was there. Cunningham and Turner managed to come away with the puck. Dumped off. Sent back through the neutral zone. Kyler Matthews taking it all the way back into his defensive zone. Passed off the wall. Trying to move this puck up quickly. Swatted off as now Ballant, the goal scorer, sending it back to his defense. Trying to line this up. Forneris turning it around again, looking for help. Dumps the pass off, back in the other way. Monroe hustling through, dumps it into the corner. Pategan is there. Pategan, he's run off. Pushes that one up the near side wall. Referee gets in the way as now Elijah Wilson trying to move it out. Gets around Johnson, but right back onto a defenseman's stick. 13:10 left to go here, period 1. 1-0 Monroe. The one goal coming on a power play as Justin Schmidt took a minor early. As this one's moved back out, fed across into the offensive zone off of Albrecht's stick. Still working down low. Monroe has that one slap off the back wall and now chasing back after. Connor Lind tries to lift his stick, has some trouble. Moves that puck. Lind backhands it, moving it ahead. Into the into the neutral zone. Doug Blaisdell moving it back for Connor Lind. Lind ahead. Finds Elijah Wilson, who dumps that one off. Wilson, who took a rough ride early in this one, sends that one up the boards, knocks that puck down, keeps it deep in the zone. Wilson chasing after it. He goes down as he's got it between his legs. Trying to kick it along. They do. Out towards the front. A backhanded shot won't go. It's back below the goal line. Wilson without his stick heading right for the bench as Monroe with possession, slowing things down behind their own net. 12 minutes, 15 seconds left to go here, period 1. 1-0 Moccasins. Sammy Bernard leaves that puck back behind on the backhand, trying to force it up. Tyler Inlow gets there, passing across, couldn't come up with it. Gerstein, he sends it back to his defense, and now Monroe starts the break-in again. Fed around the boards all the way back, as now Jacob Gagnon takes possession. Harassed by Christie, moved along to Norwinski, up the boards, chipped out there by Inlow, and now Hugo Koch trying to get on it. Could not quite catch up. Monroe turns it back around quickly, and it's Christie back the other way. Christie into the offensive zone, throws it towards the net, goes just wide. Lirakos with it now. A shot deflected off the man in front, chipped away by Tyler Inlow. Inlow flips that out to center. Knocked down. Koch in the zone onside. Passes across looking for Koash. Off his skate and would not go. Into the wall they go. Forcing it forward again. That's knocked to the blue line and does get out of the zone. Turning around. Pategan trying to get there. Laird Pategan turns it around. Backhanded play. Back through center. Koash watches it as that one's sent ahead. Picked back off and turned around as Ben Stefanini moved it across quickly. Defensively, Matthews shoots that one ahead. It's dumped all the way down over the top of the net. Rasmus Asp pinching, sent back towards the front, trying to knock it back down. That puck skitters back towards the blue line, bounces around. Boston Bird is knocked off hard, back towards the front. Cunningham bouncing around the backside of the net, right out towards the front as that's picked off, banked off the wall and moved back out. Hustled ahead. Avery Smith gets by a man, hustling for it, as now again that puck moved up the wall. That'll be sent all the way down. That's not going to have enough distance for icing. As Connor Lynn back to play. Harassed by Sam Turner, former teammates with the Mississippi Seawolves not very long ago. Lind passes it off. Finds Blaisdell moving ahead. Back through center ice. With some speed, hustled through by Corey Checo. Checo using his size to his advantage. Back behind the goal line, passing across, passed up to Blaisdell. Thrown towards the net, turned aside. That'll be banked back down low. Fed around. Smith with a shot, deflected right back onto his stick. Smith out towards the middle. Back to the point. Blaisdell sidesteps. Shot towards the net. Deflected back in the corner. And again, chasing back after it. Therefore, it goes Checo. Back towards the middle. It bounces around off a couple of bodies, and now it'll be moved out by Monroe. We're almost halfway through the first period. Have yet to have our first media timeout. 1-0 Monroe. Plenty of continuous action here. If you tuned in late, you missed the only goal. Hustled back ahead. Here comes the Moccasins. Trying to break through. Looking to lift the stick, couldn't quite get it. Moves in, Albrecht wraps around the backside, looking for help. Deflected shot, kick save, Sammy Bernard. Back again, passed across, back to the point. Lost that one on the deflection. Moved back down low as Albrecht battles for it, trying to play it back towards the blue line. He gets spun off a little bit, knocked down there by Topeka. Gagnon backhands it across for Elijah Wilson. Wilson passes for Cameron Clark. Clark, he gets held up there. Clark trying to get free. Gets around. That one banked off the wall. Topeka keeps it, wrapping it back around, and that one will get up and into the netting. And that will take us to our first media timeout. 9:21 to go here. Period number one. It's
Chiropractic. If pain or injury have got you down, we provide long-term solutions to get you back to 100%. Our services include chiropractic care, spinal rehab and traction, deep tissue laser, and Normatec compression. If you're an athlete, weekend warrior, work on a computer all day, or even involved in an auto accident, we can help your body perform at its best. Feel better, perform better at Twin City Chiropractic. We're located at 1117 Forsyth Avenue in Monroe. Call us at 318-582-5029.
The Parody Paint, the Eskimos, has flavors that don't just hit the stage, they own it. Like pecan yay. So good, it'll interrupt your dessert to say, I'm gonna let you finish, but this is the greatest flavor of all time. Notorious P.I.N.T. Sicker than your average paint, straight out the freezer. How about Grand Theft Auto? Mellow City, marshmallow, fudge, and graham crackers, pulling up to the sweetest heist in town. Pick them up at Eskimos in Monroe or West Monroe, and save or door dashing straight to your couch. Parody Paint, only at Eskimos in Monroe and West Monroe.
To get this one even back up, Roshik has seen just a couple of shots so far, 3. Sammy Bernard, according to the scoreboard, says 5. As the media timeout ticks down, we want to remind you guys that, as always a great opportunity to join the Bison Ice Sports Association, the official booster club for your Topeka Scarecrows. When you join the Scarecrows Booster Club, you're joining a hockey family that not only is excitement going all season long, but it helps bring the community together. Head on over to bisonice.com today and join the Booster Club. 9:21 left to go, 1-0 Monroe here in the first period. As they set, puck is dropped. Trying to win that one back, a little trouble as it's in between some skates, and working out with it is Monroe. Sent up the near side wall. Moccasins get it out to center. Alex Norwinski turning to chase. Ballant, the goal scorer, has that one deflected. Passed across, broken up. Cameron Clark is there. Clark up the boards. He finds his man, Gagnon. Gagnon breaking out, gains the red line, and now he'll dump it into the opposite corner. Back to get it goes Frank Schumacher. Schumacher around the boards. Trying to play this one ahead. It's broken up right back towards the slot. Couple of weird passes there for Monroe. Moved back towards the point. Cut off was Norwinski, sent back towards the net, and that'll bounce around to the near side wall. Gagnon pinching in, trying to keep that puck moving. Does so for a moment. Spinning off of it was Cameron Clark. It's knocked out of midair, but Monroe going to touch it, so that'll negate the high stick. 8:35 left to go here, period number one. Lots of continuous play there at the first half of this period, as now again trying to race their way out. Moccasins force it forward. Gerstein drops a pass. Into the zone goes Christie. Loose in front. Christie with a shot. That one taken away. Christie back with it again. Christie looking, shot out towards the front. That one deflected and gets up and over the head of the defender all the way back. Kyler Matthews going to take it to play. Matthews harassed quickly there by Hugo Koch. Wrapped around the boards again. Fed towards the middle. Rasmus Asp is there. He got pushed on a little bit, but barely seemed to feel it as back out the other way comes Monroe. Into the zone. Gerstein, a pass across. Lirakos is there. Turn shooting. Turned away by Bernard. Back below the goal line, trying to get free. It comes out for Justin Schmidt. Moved ahead. Played off here. Hugo Koch looking. Has Koash with him. In low in front of him. Koch into the offensive zone. Turned around as now Monroe hustles back the other way. It's Kyler Matthews forced wide. He's knocked off by Koch. Back to get it goes Connor Lind. Lind hustles up the far side wall. Banked off the wall. Taken away from him. That one's moved back out to center. And again, not enough black jerseys there. Topeka in the black. Skating left to right. Monroe in the white. Skating right to left. Rasmus Asp will go back to play. Takes it back behind and drops a pass for his defensive partner. 7 minutes, 18 seconds to go here. Period number 1. A 1-0 Moccasins lead. Dumped back all the way down. Blaisdell taking a look. Spins off of it as it's back below the goal line. Sent around. Boston Bird has that one deflect off of him. Cunningham has it pulled away. That one deflected. Back up the wall. Dorsey tried to knock it down. Couldn't control. It's moved out by Avery Smith. And now offsides are Monroe. Avery Smith coming up with it over the red line. He'll dump that one around the boards. Takes a weird carom there. Bird giving chase. Boston Bird trying to get in there and play that puck. Could not as that's moved out. Cunningham breaks out of the zone again. Cunningham dumping that one deep. Bernard leaving the safety of his crease. He swats it around the boards. Dangerous play. Shot towards the net. And Sammy Bernard gets back and makes a save. So, second media timeout. 6:36 to go here in period 1. It's 1-0. We'll be back.
Accident?
Experience the peak of healthcare at Pinnacle Family Health, located in West Monroe. We offer comprehensive healthcare services for the entire family. Our exceptional facility provides primary care, behavioral health services, in-house pharmacy, x-ray capabilities, and much more. We accept Medicaid, Medicare, private insurance, or no insurance. No matter your insurance situation, everyone is welcome. Discover accessible, inclusive, and complete healthcare at Pinnacle Family Health.
On the ice, Gagnon is a threat throughout any game. That makes Jacob Gagnon tonight's hot player to watch. 6:36 left to go here in period 1. A 1-0 lead for Monroe, who has a 10-3 shot advantage. Gabe Roshik, he has faced but 3 shots. We'll see if Topeka can find some rhythm down there. Face off. Looks like it's going to come deep inside Topeka territory. Off to the left-hand side of Sammy Bernard. So, Bernard gets set. They'll go with the Koash Koch in low line. Gagnon out there on the backside with his line mate, Alex Norwinski. Face-off coming here. Scotty Koash ready to take the draw. He'll line up across from Fornairs. Moved ahead, back to the blue line, gotten through some legs, some trouble there, knocked down, and Koash will hustle out. 2-on-3 back the other way as it's dumped off. Tyler in, though, trying to gain some speed up here as he gets into the corner, knocks his man off of it. Puck comes loose, and Monroe gets right back on top, shipping that one out to center. Physical contact a little bit there for Topeka. Not normally a lot of their game as Norwinski goes back to play, center around the boards. Going to have to ramp it up a little bit here against Monroe, however. Puck knocked ahead. Chopped out by Gagnon. He gets that one ahead, and Koash has to spin off. Back along the boards it goes. Koash raises the body as that one sent back across and all the way back in. Norwinski there for it. Alex Norwinski breaks out from behind his own goal, catching Monroe in a change. A little bit of an easy up the ice as they'll go for a change themselves. Kyler Matthews looking back. Topeka hustling out after the line change. 5 minutes, 40 seconds to go here, period number 1. Shipped all the way back into the neutral zone. Back to get it goes Connor Lind. Lind looking ahead. Banks it off the wall, up the near side wall. Elijah Wilson dumping that one off. They say no icing, so that one will go all the way down. Back to get it. Rolled around the boards. Monroe trying to hustle that one out of the zone quickly as it's pinned along the wall. Topeka comes out from the corner with it. with possession. Backhanded play, big wind-up, a shot deflected back into the corner, and Topeka getting tied up again. 2 Monroe Moccasins in there as they slither and try to wrap up their opponent. It's knocked down low. Elijah Wilson kicks at it, gets it back to the point, passed across. Connor Lind there. Lind looking, passes it down low. That one broken up and deflected away by Monroe as the Moccasins try to muscle their way back through into the neutral zone. Christie was gone, spreading. Shot deflected away by Bernard. Turned around. Connor Lind keeps his balance, sent ahead by Blaisdell. Moved up into the neutral zone. Cameron Clark trying to get free. Stick wrapped around him as that'll be broken up and deflected down into the Moccasin zone. Quick change now for Topeka. 4:38 left to go in period number 1. Talked about a lot of running time there at the beginning of the first period as this puck flutters back off a stick. Back deep. Ben Stefanini passing it around. Back behind. Trying to settle this one. It moves up the near side wall. Cunningham, quick pass off as Kyler Matthews races through the neutral zone. Big hit there at the blue line as Patakin. Excellent hit that time. Played with a hand pass, but Schmidt will pick up the pass, and Topeka will get possession. Turned around. Avery Smith moved ahead to Checo. Checo off the boards, hustling it back ahead. In the offensive zone, looked to lift a stick, could not. Brought back in by Monroe, and they come together as now Avery Smith trying to lift a stick. Swatting at that puck, a little trouble there as Cunningham manages to get it deep in the offensive zone. A big hit that time by Patakin again, and the fans certainly liked that. Back behind, Schmidt with it. Justin Schmidt slowing things down as Cunningham will head off the ice. Schmidt looking. Patakin cuts across the other side. That's moved ahead. Patakin comes out with it, banked off the wall and out to center, but immediately turned around by Ballon. Ballon dumping it back off. Hustling in, Forneris chasing, banked up the wall again, trying to kick it off. Moved around. Monroe keeps the puck deep. Back below the goal line, trying to play it out. It's Albert. Albert moving out towards the front, picked up by Patakin, and now Patakin moves it aside. Avery Smith has it. Smith dumping that one down deep, and a glove save there by Roshik as that puck is quickly sent back the other way. Forneris into the zone, passes for Albert. Albert with a shot off the side of the net. Norwinski will go back for it. Norwinski spins back around, off the boards. Sending it up the near side wall. In low is there. Banks it off to center. Right past Dorsey, and it's dumped right back in. All the way down it goes. 2:55 remaining here in period 1. Banked off the wall. Gagnon looks ahead. Gagnon through center. Finds his man. Koash will dump that one on the other side of the red. No icing. Back around the boards. Fed up. Chopped towards the middle. Broken up as that one will be knocked down. But again, right back onto a Monroe stick. Fed back towards the blue line. Hustling out of the zone. It's pushed ahead. Christie with it again. Christie forced back behind. He takes a ride there from Koash, but keeps the puck. Christie into the boards. Gagnon trying to kick at it. Gagnon still tied up as now Liarakos comes away with the puck. Move back towards the blue line. Forced back. Koash was there, knocked aside, and now that'll be back below the goal line. Gagnon banked off the wall. That one knocked down and will be forced out, deflected out, so no delay of game. 2:10 left to go. Our final media timeout here of the first period. We'll be back after this.
The hockey has returned to Monroe.
Hockey is back on the Bayou. City officials and franchise officials say this is a win-win situation on the golf side.
Save big when you join the Top Dog family. Check out our memberships today on our app or our website. And as always, go Mocs.
We are back as, once again, 1-0 Monroe as Topeka trying to find some rhythm here, get themselves some offensive opportunities. Being outshot 11-3 right now as Topeka trying to find a way. Well, we'll remind you once again that before the next game, you can score big at Cable Dahmer, Topeka's truck headquarters, with a massive selection of a new and pre-owned trucks. Shop the hundreds of Chevy and GMC trucks in stock. Need financing or a trade? Flexible financing options can be tailored to you. Find out how much your trade-in is worth. Get pre-approved and apply online. CableDahmer.com. Trust our service department, professional detailing, and body shop to keep your ride looking sharp and drive worry-free with our 5-year unlimited powertrain warranty. Cable Dahmer Chevy Buick GMC at 3731 Topeka Boulevard. If you want a truck, think Cable Dahmer. 2:10 left to go, period number 1. Face off to the right-hand side of Sammy Bernard. As the puck gets ready to drop here. Again, make sure you stay with us. In the first intermission, we'll cover some of the pregame show as well as everything going in here in the first period, as now Topeka will be kicked out of the faceoff circle too. Sneath will head out. Into the faceoff circle comes Cameron Clark, both sides. They set Christie and Clark. Christie wins it back. Asp to the point to Matthews. Deflected off a knee pad. Into the corner. Blaisdell trying to come up with it. He does. As now, again, Monroe able to keep the zone. Passed across. Deflected up. Elijah Wilson chips that out to center. That'll get up and down. Kyler Matthews chasing after it. Matthews is there. Around the boards for Rasmus Asp. Asp, he gets that puck up the boards. Fed off there and into the neutral zone. Trying to knock it down. Could not. Learakos gets around his man. Right back towards the middle. Christie was held up there. And coming back up with it was Blaisdell. Blaisdell back across for Connor Lind. Lind below the goal line. Passes off for Blaisdell. Blaisdell ahead. Through the legs of TJ Sneath, and that'll go back out the other way. Monroe comes up with it. The Moccasins pass across. It's Asp. Asp trying to move that puck quickly. Back through the neutral zone. Quick passes there. Albrecht couldn't come up with it. Turned around. Fed off the lone man standing there as that's turned away. Moved back to center. Gagnon trying to get there and cannot. Rasmus Asp comes away with it. Fires it through center. Albrecht now in, onside. Has the puck. Turning, shooting, kick save. Sammy Bernard. Pitchforked out that time. Elijah Wilson sends it across for Scott Koash. Koash working it ahead. Into the zone. Cameron Clark cuts through, looking towards the front, and taken down with Koash. That'll be a delayed penalty. Tripping going to be the call. And going to the box, I believe that's going to be Jamie Dorsey. 55.5 seconds to go. The lone goal in this period has come on the power play, and that was for Monroe. 2 minutes. Hooking is actually going to be the call. I was right with Dorsey. It'll be a power play brought to you by our good friends at Ace Electric. As Topeka trying to even this one up. So now, Sneath will line up for the draw. It's Lind and Gagnon on the backside. Topeka's power play. We'll talk numbers here in just a second. Gagnon comes up with it. Gagnon pinching down in. Pinned along the boards once again, trying to come up with this one. Topeka trying to work this one out. 2 Scarecrows in there, 3 Monroe Moccasins in there. Just 1 Moccasin is free, and that's Kyler Matthews, who will get to the puck as it skitters out the other way. Puck deflected back out to center. Lind able to knock it down, but couldn't control. That one in offside, so Topeka will have to come back out. 31.5 seconds to go. Power play for Topeka, 24.7%. The penalty kill for Monroe, an unreal 88.6%. So Topeka going to have to go back to work. Bird out here. Playing up front with Wilson and Sneath. That one won back. Monroe will get there. Turning, looking, firing. That'll get all the way down the other end. Sammy Bernard out to play. Moves it across there for Gagnon. Gagnon behind his own net. Albrecht pinching deep. Looking ahead. It's Gagnon breaking out from behind his own net. Fires it ahead. Elijah Wilson in the offensive zone now as he breaks in. Wilson cutting through. Has it. Looking for help. Throws it around the boards. Finds Connor Lind. Lind pinching back in as he's harassed there along the sidewall. Back below the goal line. Connor Lind out towards the front looking for a tip and couldn't get it as the period came to an end. So we'll still have a minute 5 to go in the power play opportunity when the Scarecrows come back out for the second. But Monroe showing the Scarecrows who they are. Topeka going to have some work to do in period 2. Period of the long change, which again has not always been friendly to Topeka. We'll step aside for just a moment. When we get back, we'll talk Coach's Corner, first period intermission report, and so much more. Hang with us. You're watching the Topeka Scarecrows live on YouTube and on Sportfeed. We'll be back after this.
Professional hockey is back.
Well, welcome in, everybody, to the intermission report. No Joseph Furtado tonight. I'm Pete Fricano. I am moderating that YouTube chat tonight, but live from Chicago here tonight. We were experiencing a little technical difficulties this time on the side of Topeka's broadcast, but fear not, we've got their broadcast. It's a little bright on their end, but we've got something going on. If you did tune in late, like John Clement said, you missed the first goal, 2 minutes and 15 seconds in to the game. Welcome back for sure. Andrew Ballant with the power play goal. It was assisted by Casey Gerstein really quickly into that game. Our goaltenders too. We've got tonight. We have Sammy Bernard on the Topeka end and Grosek over on our side. So 2 stellar goaltenders, and I know it's always fun having these road broadcasts. And first time now we're playing a team from the Empire, which we're not going to see too many Empire teams this season. We're going to see Topeka twice, I believe, and that's it. And but there we are. There we have it. Hopefully everybody had a great Christmas. And we also want to welcome in everybody at Revival Truck and Equipment at the watch party. Those watch parties are great. You guys are, I'm sure, loud over there and still maybe not so much having the day after Christmas hangover. But, hopefully everybody had a great time with family and friends. I know I did. And I'll be back in the state of Louisiana in a few days. But for now, we're going to go ahead and relax here and take a little break and take some things in. But tonight, hopefully tomorrow night, we'll have Joseph Furtado back with us. He's out in California. They're suffering those really crazy storms out there. They've got flooding, 65-mile-an-hour winds, trees down. He doesn't have power this evening, but they're going to work on that. His dad's trying to get that backup generator going. As we know, in Louisiana, we need them backup generators for storm season, more so maybe in the southern part of the state, like where I'm at in New Orleans. But tomorrow night, we'll have Joseph back with us. And we'll be back, the dynamic duo is always, but the only penalty so far this game too. So Justin Smith had the first penalty for Topeka, which allowed us to get that power play goal. And then very, very late there with 55 seconds left, huge save too by Rosek. What a great stop on Scotty Koash, ex-Moccasin. Koash me outside. We do miss little Scotty Koash, but Topeka is going to go ahead and start the second period with a power play, a short power play, about a minute and a half, maybe a little less. And I think we're going to be just fine. Our power play is great this season. It's really come along. We were number 5 and, 22%. Getting that extra one here tonight just bolsters that power play percentage. We'll go back to that penalty kill right now, like I said, starting the second period. And we'll be playing these Children of the Corn tonight and tomorrow as well. So everybody buckle up. Thanks for tuning in. I know at one point we had almost 500 people on the stream. I'm keeping track of that as well. So enjoy the game tonight. We may have some glitches here and there, but as always, bear with us. We're doing the best we possibly can to give you guys, the best fans in the FPHL, the Monroe Moccasin fans, our broadcast. So stick with us. We'll go ahead and take this to commercial, and we'll see you shortly.
Physio, you can see a doctor of physical therapy first. No referral needed. Combining expert orthopedic manual therapy and dry needling with cutting-edge tools like Normatec compression and the area's only Ultra-G anti-gravity treadmill, we create a game plan built on movement, hands-on care, and motivation to get you back faster, stronger. From Monroe Moccasin athletes to anyone being held back by pain, M3 Physio meets you where you are and pushes you to the next level. M3 Physio is proud to be the official physical therapist of the Monroe Moccasins.
Not hearing as clearly as you used to? Let Advanced Audiology and Hearing Aids be your partner in better hearing. Whether you need a simple ear cleaning, custom hearing protection, or guidance in choosing the best hearing aid from one of our trusted brands, our friendly experts are here to help you every step of the way. Hear better, live better, starting today.
At the Wellness Center, we're proud to team up with our hometown heroes, the Monroe Moccasins. When they aren't dominating on the ice, the Moccasin players build power and performance with our training team, push their endurance in our high-energy spin classes, and improve flexibility and focus in yoga. With 60-plus fitness classes every week, there's something for every age, goal, and fitness level. And just like the players, you can unwind and recover faster in our hot tub and cold plunge. Come in today and see everything we can offer you. The Wellness Center, where champions train.
Hey guys, this is Mark from Marty & Mark's Jewelers here in West Monroe. Tommy and I, we want to welcome you guys to our store and come in and see what we got. Come on in. And look, if you need something for your sweetie, we got pre-owned Rolexes. We've got some nice fine jewelry right here. Rings, engagement rings, Glock watches. So come by and see us for all your jewelry needs, watch needs, and watch repair or jewelry repair. We offer it all right here at Marty & Mark's here in West Monroe and Antique Alley.
Hey Moccasin fans, when it comes to staying strong, healthy, and full of energy all season long, your hometown team isn't the only one leading the way. At Fiesta on 18th, we're your local go-to for all things health-related. From vitamins and herbs to natural supplements and groceries, we've got what your body needs to perform at its best. Stop by Fiesta on 18th, where health meets hometown pride. Proud corporate sponsor of your Moccasins hockey, because healthy living is always a win.
Do you want to feel better and perform better and get back to doing the things you enjoy? Hi everybody, I'm Dr. Kyle Nix at Twin City Chiropractic. If pain or injury have got you down, we provide long-term solutions to get you back to 100%. Our services include chiropractic care, spinal rehab and traction, deep tissue laser, and Normatec compression. If you're an athlete, weekend warrior, work on a computer all day, or even involved in an auto accident, we can help your body perform at its best. Feel better, perform better at Twin City Chiropractic. We're located at 1117 Forsyth Avenue in Monroe. Call us at 318-582-5029.
The Parody Paint, the Eskimos, has flavors that don't just hit the stage, they own it. Like pecan yay. So good, it'll interrupt your dessert to say, I'm gonna let you finish, but this is the greatest flavor of all time. Notorious P.I.N.T. Sicker than your average paint, straight out the freezer. How about Grand Theft Auto? Mellow City, marshmallow, fudge, and graham crackers, pulling up to the sweetest heist in town. Pick them up at Eskimos in Monroe or West Monroe and save, or door dashing straight to your couch. Parody Paints, only at Eskimos in Monroe and West Monroe.
Experience the peak of healthcare at Pinnacle Family Health, located in West Monroe. We offer comprehensive healthcare services for the entire family. Our exceptional facility provides primary care, behavioral health services, in-house pharmacy, x-ray capabilities, and much more. We accept Medicaid, Medicare, private insurance, or no insurance. No matter your insurance situation, everyone is welcome. Discover accessible, inclusive, and complete healthcare at Pinnacle Family Health.
Well, hockey has returned to Monroe.
Hockey is back on the Bayou. City officials and franchise officials say this is a win-win situation on the golf side.
Save big when you join the Top Dog family. Check out our memberships today on our app or our website, and as always, go Mocs.
At M3 Physio, you can see a doctor of physical therapy first, no referral needed. Combining expert orthopedic manual therapy and dry needling with cutting-edge tools like Normatec compression and the area's only Ultra-G anti-gravity treadmill, we create a game plan built on movement, hands-on care, and motivation to get you back faster, stronger. From Monroe Moccasin athletes to anyone being held back by pain, M3 Physio meets you where you are and pushes you to the next level. M3 Physio is proud to be the official physical therapist of the Monroe Moccasins.
Not hearing as clearly as you used to? Let advanced audiology and hearing aids be your partner in better hearing. Whether you need a simple ear cleaning, custom hearing protection, or guidance in choosing the best hearing aid from one of our trusted brands, our friendly experts are here to help you every step of the way. Hear better, live better, starting today.
At the Wellness Center, we're proud to team up with our hometown heroes, the Monroe Moccasins. When they aren't dominating on the ice, the Moccasin players build power and performance with our training team, push their endurance in our high-energy spin classes, and improve flexibility and focus in yoga. With 60-plus fitness classes every week, there's something for every age, goal, and fitness level. And just like the players, you can unwind and recover faster in our hot tub and cold plunge. Come in today and see everything we can offer you. The Wellness Center, where champions train.
Hey guys, this is Mark from Marty & Mark's Jewelers here in West Monroe. Tommy and I, we want to welcome you guys to our store and come in and see what we got.
Come on in.
And look, if you need something for your sweetie, we got pre-owned Rolexes. We've got some nice fine jewelry right here. Rings, engagement rings, Glock watches. So come by and see us for all your jewelry needs, watch needs, and watch repair or jewelry repair. We offer it all right here at Marty & Mark's here in West Monroe and Antique Alley.
Hey Moccasin fans, when it comes to staying strong, healthy, and full of energy all season long, your hometown team isn't the only one leading the way. At Fiesta on 18th, we're your local go-to for all things health-related. From vitamins and herbs to natural supplements and groceries, we've got what your body needs to perform at its best. Stop by Fiesta on 18th, where health meets hometown pride. Proud corporate sponsor of your Moccasins hockey, because healthy living is always a win.
Do you want to feel better and perform better and get back to doing the things you enjoy? Hi everybody, I'm Dr. Kyle Nix at Twin City Chiropractic. If pain or injury have got you down, we provide long-term solutions to get you back to 100%. Our services include chiropractic care, spinal rehab and traction, deep tissue laser, and Normatec compression. If you're an athlete, weekend warrior, work on a computer all day, or even involved in an auto accident, we can help your body perform at its best. Feel better, perform better at Twin City Chiropractic. We're located at 1117 Forsyth Avenue in Monroe. Call us at 318-582-5029.
The Parody Paint, the Eskimos, has flavors that don't just hit the stage, they own it. Like pecan yay. So good, it'll interrupt your dessert to say, I'm let you finish, but this is the greatest flavor of all time. Notorious P.I.N.T. Sicker than your average paint, straight out the freezer. How about Grand Theft Auto? Mellow City, marshmallow, fudge, and graham crackers, pulling up to the sweetest heist in town. Pick them up at Eskimos in Monroe or West Monroe and save, or door dashing straight to your couch. Parody Paints, only at Eskimos in Monroe and West Monroe.
Experience the peak of healthcare at Pinnacle Family Health, located in West Monroe. We offer comprehensive healthcare services for the entire family. Our exceptional facility provides primary care, behavioral health services, in-house pharmacy, x-ray capabilities, and much more. We accept Medicaid, Medicare, private insurance, or no insurance. No matter your insurance situation, everyone is welcome. Discover accessible, inclusive, and complete healthcare at Pinnacle Family Health.
Well, hockey has returned to Monroe.
Hockey is back on the Bayou. City officials and franchise officials say this is a win-win situation on and off the ice.
Save big when you join the Top Dog family. Check out our memberships today on our app or our website, and as always, go Mocs.
At M3 Physio, you can see a doctor of physical therapy first, no referral needed. Combining expert orthopedic manual therapy and dry needling with cutting-edge tools like Normatec compression and the area's only Ultra-G anti-gravity treadmill, we create a game plan built on movement, hands-on care, and motivation to get you back faster, stronger. From Monroe Moccasin athletes to anyone being held back by pain, M3 Physio meets you where you are and pushes you to the next level. M3 Physio is proud to be the official physical therapist of the Monroe Moccasins.
Not hearing as clearly as you used to? Let advanced audiology and hearing aids be your partner in better hearing. Whether you need a simple ear cleaning, custom hearing protection, or guidance in choosing the best hearing aid from one of our trusted brands, our friendly experts are here to help you every step of the way. Hear better, live better, starting today.
At the Wellness Center, we're proud to team up with our hometown heroes, the Monroe Moccasins. When they aren't dominating on the ice, the Moccasin players build power and performance with our training team, push their endurance in our high-energy spin classes, and improve flexibility and focus in yoga. With 60-plus fitness classes every week, there's something for every age, goal, and fitness level. And just like the players, you can unwind and recover faster in our hot tub and cold plunge. Come in today and see everything we can offer you. The Wellness Center, where champions train.
Hey guys, this is Mark from Marty and Mark's Jewelers here in West Monroe. Tommy and I, we want to welcome you guys to our store and come in and see what we got.
Come on in.
And look, if you need something for your sweetie, we got pre-owned Rolexes. We've got some nice fine jewelry right here. Rings, engagement rings, Glock watches. So come by and see us for all your jewelry needs, watch needs, and watch repair or jewelry repair. We offer it all right here at Marty and Mark's here in West Monroe and Antique Alley.
Hey Moccasin fans, when it comes to staying strong, healthy, and full of energy all season long, your hometown team isn't the only one leading the way. At Fiesta on 18th, we're your local go-to for all things health-related. From vitamins and herbs to natural supplements and groceries, we've got what your body needs to perform at its best. Stop by Fiesta on 18th, where health meets hometown pride. Proud corporate sponsor of your Moccasins hockey, because healthy living is always a win.
Do you want to feel better and perform better and get back to doing the things you enjoy? Hi everybody, I'm Dr. Kyle Nix at Twin City Chiropractic. If pain or injury have got you down, we provide long-term solutions to get you back to 100%. Our services include chiropractic care, spinal rehab and traction, deep tissue laser, and Normatec compression. If you're an athlete, weekend warrior, work on a computer all day, or even involved in an auto accident, we can help your body perform at its best. Feel better, perform better at Twin City Chiropractic. We're located at 1117 Forsyth Avenue in Monroe. Call us at 318-582-5029.
The Parody Paint, the Eskimos, has flavors that don't just hit the stage, they own it. Like pecan yay. So good, it'll interrupt your dessert to say, I'm gonna let you finish, but this is the greatest flavor of all time. Notorious PINT, sicker than your average paint, straight out the freezer. How about Grand Theft Auto, Mellow City, Marshmallow, Fudge, and Graham Crackers, pulling up to the sweetest heist in town. Pick them up at Eskimos in Monroe or West Monroe, and save or door dashing straight to your couch. Parody Paint, only at Eskimos in Monroe and West Monroe.
Experience the peak of healthcare at Pinnacle Family Health, located in West Monroe. We offer comprehensive healthcare services for the entire family. Our exceptional facility provides primary care, behavioral health services, in-house pharmacy, x-ray capabilities, and much more. We accept Medicaid, Medicare, private insurance, or no insurance. No matter your insurance situation, everyone is welcome. Discover accessible, inclusive, and complete healthcare at Pinnacle Family Health.
Well, hockey has returned to Monroe.
Hockey is back on the Bayou. City officials and franchise officials both look at this win-win situation on and off the ice.
Save big when you join the Top Dog family. Check out our memberships today on our app or our website, and as always, go Mocs.
At M3 Physio, you can see a doctor of physical therapy first, no referral needed. Combining expert orthopedic manual therapy and dry needling with cutting-edge tools like Normatec compression and the area's only Ultra-G anti-gravity treadmill, we create a game plan built on movement, hands-on care, and motivation to get you back faster, stronger. From Monroe Moccasin athletes to anyone being held back by pain, M3 Physio meets you where you are and pushes you to the next level. M3 Physio is proud to be the official physical therapist of the Monroe Moccasins.
This doesn't make, I know Coach likes to say there is no difference, it's play our game, but how much of a difference does it make when you hear 3,000, 4,000 people behind you supporting you guys every step of the way?
I mean, our arena is awesome, and, the fans have been great so far, so, it is just so much better playing here than anywhere else, but, that you got to split half and half, so you can't play every game at home, unfortunately, but, yeah, it's just, it's awesome playing here. Topeka's been a great city, great arena, you can't say anything enough about it, so, yeah, it's been awesome.
I'll let you get back to it. We'll be back here on the second intermission. Big shout out to Justin Schmidt. Thank you so much for hanging with us there. I know we had a little bit of catch up to do, still a little bit more catch up to do, honestly. We're a little delayed on our first period intermission stuff, but hey, it's hockey time. Second period, Scarecrows in the black with the orange collars, skating right to left across your YouTube and Sportfy screen. Monroe in the whites, left to right across your YouTube and Sportfy screens. 1-0 Monroe as the Topeka Scarecrows on the Ace Electric power play. That puck is dropped. Kicked forward, Monroe able to come up with it. It's moved back now by Topeka. Back in their own zone, they slow things down and will reset. Moved ahead in the offensive zone, forcing their way up. Avery Smith around the boards. Cameron Clark comes up with it. Sends it right back around. Rasmus Asp fakes a move for it and doesn't take it. Now it's moved out. Looking back. Below the goal line, it's Clark. Clark with it. Leads back, moves to Koash. Koash spins off the wall. Koash still with it, banks it down low, looking for help. Smith back to Koash. Off the wall, passes back again. Moving it around, looking for a shot, deflected up, and that will get up and out of play. Just missing the photographer. So, 27 seconds of power play time remaining. Topeka trying to find themselves a goal here. Quick change to the unit. As now Quinn O'Reilly walking by. As now again. Face-off coming to the left-hand side of Gabe Roshik. 19:21 to go here, period 2. Puck is dropped, one back. Topeka comes up with it. Towards the slot, shot, glove save by Roshik. Saw that one all the way. So, face-off. Coming right back to the same spot, it looks like. I don't know if Sam Turner moved. He kept himself pretty much planted where he was as Sneath trying to win a draw. Sneath gets set. Lines up, loses that one cleanly as Monroe takes it back below the goal line. A little feed off to the far side wall. Sneath is there. Sneath down below the goal line. Finds his man as Clark rolls off, sends back to the point. Gagnon keeps it at the blue line. Down low again. Finds Clark. Clark down low for Sneath. Sneath on the backside of the net. Sends for Wilson. Wilson looks across. Has a man. Wind up shot. Goes just wide. That'll get by. Man out of the box and just missed the puck skittering by him as now Norwinski comes up with it. Back to full strength. 0 for 1 on the power play goes to Topeka. In the offensive zone as Clark not able to get a stick on it, but it negated the icing with the goalie playing it. All the way down, Matthews around the boards. Finds TJ Sneath. Thrown towards the net looking for a deflection. Didn't get it. Clark was pinched in there as that puck will be moved out 2-on-1 for Monroe. Back the other way. In onside. Albrecht with it. Shot. And that one is deflected in the corner. Swatted out. Attempt by Inlow. Couldn't get it all the way out as that'll be wrapped around the boards by Monroe. Topeka is there. Sent up the sidewall. Clark on the backhand. Still couldn't control. Picked off. And now Sneath will dump that out of the zone. Knocked back down. Monroe right back in. On the backhand. Towards the net. Blocked away that time by Bernard. Rolling around as Monroe gets it right back. Back to the point. Kyler Matthews. Shot through traffic. That one hits the post and stays out. No goal there as Monroe reacted. As now again, that one off a leg as Inlow keeps that puck. Forneris sending it around. Back below the goal line. Matthews couldn't play. Into the sidewall. Topeka's there. Gets by Matthews as now Inlow spins off. Tyler Inlow trying to move that puck. It's back down low. Forneris comes away with it. Forneris again spent some time here in juniors in Topeka. As now this puck rolls ahead into the offensive zone. It's Ballant moving that one off. Ballant has the lone goal here tonight as now the line change is made. Moving ahead. Hugo Koch was looking. Chips that one out to center. A tap play there as Tovinen got that puck back to the blue line. Gerstein dumps that one off for Schumacher. Schumacher wraps it around the boards. A bit of a weird play there as Tuvinen gets pulled off and the puck gets back to center ice. Knocked back in by Topeka, who's offside. They'll make changes, and now this puck rolled around the board. Schumacher is there. Worked up the sidewall. Trying to pick it off was Boston Bird. Could not. That'll be moved out by Christie. Christie over the red line, over the blue line on the near side wall. Dumps that pass off. Taken to the wall. Bird able to get that puck back towards center. Trying to poke check it. Schumacher had a little trouble there. It's poke check back in deep by Monroe. Bernard leaves the safety of his crease to play it. Sends it up the near side wall. Learakos is there. He's taken off the puck, but again, Christie able to move that puck below the goal line. Sent back ahead. It's Avery Smith. Smith off the boards and out of the zone. Puck gets all the way down to the other end. Schumacher is there and passes it across the zone quickly. Puck deflected up and out of the zone as Topeka will come up with it. It's Smith with it one more time. Passed across right back onto Learakos' stick. Moved ahead. That'll be chopped away by Connor Lind. Lind moves it out. Picked up here by Topeka. Chipped ahead and right back onto a Monroe stick back out the other way. In the zone looking, shooting. Sam Turner denied. That puck skitters into the corner and now Topeka comes away with it. Scarecrows hustling ahead. Moved out towards center. And off a skate by Bird as that'll be dumped around. Back to play. It goes the goaltender. Stefanini with a dump pass. Trying to roll this puck out. They get it up to Sam Turner. Turner moved it ahead. Through the neutral zone. Forced wide. Back down low. Cunningham towards the front. Poke checked away as Bernard looked to peel off a little bit there. That puck is covered up by the big goaltender. And with 15:48 to go, Topeka will have a defensive zone draw. So again, defensive zone draw here for Topeka. As the Scarecrows trying to keep things moving. Scarecrows getting lined up. The lines being discussed. Are we going to get a review here? They're asking if they want the challenge. I think we're going to get a review of this play. Try to take a look at it myself. Monroe's challenging this late. I would assume they saw something on video. But we never know how long these delays may take. So, again, the referees have the iPad out. You can see the video as they're looking. This was a little bit ago at this point that the puck was shot. It was through traffic.
So I'm not quite sure what we've seen here, but it looks like they're going to look and see if, I really don't know what we're going to look at here. I mean, if it was from that one with Stefanini, I'm not quite certain, but apparently somebody saw something that might have gone in. So I guess we're going to have to go back and see what the referees look like for us here. So everybody stay tuned. It definitely looked like Bernard covered it, but I don't know what they saw from that angle. Stefanini might have seen something and told something to the referees. I'm not certain. But we're going to review.
Cam, which you'd have to be able to see that. And the goal cameras... But for Monroe to challenge it, it feels like they would have had to have a pretty darn sure that they were going to get the goal call. So we'll wait for the official word. The officials are reviewing this. I can't see anything from the live action replay that shows me one way or the other, just from the angle. But again, you only have what you have in front of you. The officials will, of course, have a couple of different angles that we don't have live on the stream. So we'll have to wait to see exactly what the determination is here. I'll be very curious. Because as I said, from the live action shot, I couldn't see anything to determine. You could hear the clang from up here. Was it a back bar? Was it a post? That is the question. Monroe making the challenge. It's a dangerous acquisition for Monroe because if there's nothing that determines it's a goal, it's a challenge play, so that's a penalty. A failed challenge results in a penalty, as we learned very quickly in Baton Rouge last weekend. My apologies. I can say last year in about a week and a half, the officials having a discussion with the man in the box. So they'll come out. They say it's a goal, so Monroe is going to be up 2-0. And again, the officials explaining it now to the...
All right, so we're going to go back to this replay again, and good job, boys, for picking this one up because we surely couldn't see it, and we weren't really sure what had happened. So what I can tell here was Cunningham had it behind the goal line. It came back across. Now, puck is kind of lost there by Sammy Bernard. To me, it looks like Bernard might have caught it with his skate and it went wide of the net. However, I don't know for certain. Maybe it came in and came back out. I really don't know. I don't know what they saw, or was it here? So either way, I'm going to get the official reading of who actually scored that goal and what we have. So Mock's up 2-0 here in the second period.
Out for it again, the netminder leaving it back behind. Fed around the boards, cut off by Wilson. Wilson towards the middle off a skate. Right back, Norwinski comes away with it. He puts it off a skate. Gagnon keeps the zone, dumping it down low towards the side of the net. As now that puck rolls around down low, fed around the boards. Pinching for it, Turner gets pulled off. Wilson with it. Wilson with a shot. Down low for TJ Sneath. Sneath rolled off of it. Sneath is back behind, low the goal line, fed into the wall. Sam Turner chips it ahead and gets that one up the ice. That one not going to have... Oh, yes, it is. Icing call. So Topeka will get an offensive zone draw. Looked like it might be too far. But the Scarecrows will get the offensive zone draw. Koch out here with Inlow, Koash, Connor Lind, and Doug Blaisdell. As now again. Face-off coming here. Off to the left-hand side of the netminder as Roshik will wait. Monroe staying. Now Topeka getting pushed back. Both sides have been warned now. Puck is dropped. One back. Scarecrows with it. Turning around, firing off a stick. Bounces into the corner. And now chasing after it was Inlow. Couldn't come up with it. Back to the point. Blaisdell, a quick pass across. Connor Lind with a shot deflected. Loose in front. And bounces back to the point again. Blaisdell cuts it across. Gets away from Cunningham, dumping that puck down low for Inlow. Inlow moving it for Koch. Koch trying to get free and can't. Inlow will come up with it. He sends it around the boards. Pinching to the boards now. Lind around the boards. Finds his man, but that one let go by both Koash and Tyler Inlow. That puck moved back out. Hustled ahead by Cunningham. Poke checked away from him. Be worked into the sidewall. Koash was chasing. It's back below the goal line. Connor Lind there for it. Lind looking. Trying to find help. Takes it below the goal line. Now he spins off. Keeps the puck. Lind. 16:26 left to go here. Period number 2. And if you're feeling some deja vu, that's that time going back on the clock. Fed ahead. Off a couple bodies. Into the zone. It's Tyler Inlow. Inlow turns. Spins off of it. Couldn't play. Moved around. Ballant chipping that one out to center. Weird carom that time. It's forced into the zone. Through the front. Shot turned away. Sammy Bernard with a huge save. An extra swatted it. As Monroe, not going to be happy about that, but Topeka saved by their netminder. 16:05 left to go here. Period number 2. 2-0 Monroe. Face off to the left-hand side of Sammy Bernard. As the Scarecrows wait. 16 minutes, 5 seconds to go. Puck is dropped. Pushed forward by Monroe. Back to get it. Wrapped around the boards. Inlow swats it. It gets it to the blue line but can't clear. Forced down low again. It bounces off a couple of bodies and into the corner. Monroe keeps the zone. Right back to the blue line. Kept in. Poke checked away. Back down low. Norwinski trying to battle for it. He puts it in the corner. As now again, Norwinski still tied up. That puck skitters away, and now Topeka will get up and out of the zone. Quickly back ahead. It's Gagnon into the offensive zone, cutting through. Jacob Gagnon backhand. Trying to shove that one towards the net. Could not. Ballant comes away with it. Banked off the wall and back to center. Knocked down by Topeka. Scarecrows around the boards. Finds Smith. Smith dumping it off all the way back down. Tough play that time as that one's dumped around the backboard. Schumacher chasing after it. He and Avery Smith going to come together as Smith had that one poke checked away from him. Kept in the zone by Norwinski. Poke checked away and back out to center. Cut up with and moved into the zone that time. Topeka with it. Gagnon a pass across. Loose in front and they can't get it to go. A delayed penalty as down goes Smith. Hooking is the call. Topeka goes back to the power play. 15:07 to go. Another Ace Electric power play as Schumacher will take a seat. 2 minutes for the hook. A chance to pull back within 1 here. Huge opportunity for Topeka. As now, TJ Sneath waiting. They get set. Puck is dropped. Sneath gets tied up. Work to the wall. There for it. Moved ahead to Elijah Wilson. Wilson trying to cut free. Does so. Wraparound attempt. Back towards the point. He finds Doug Blaisdell. Passed across. Connor Lind with it. Lind walks the zone. Swatted away from him. That'll be turned around. And now Monroe hustling it back the other way. Little poke check, but again Monroe 2-on-1 on the penalty kill. Hustled ahead. Back along the board. Sent back towards the neutral zone. And now Rasmus Asp dishes to Kyler Matthews. Matthews with it. Fires it up through the neutral zone. Cut off. Knocked down, and Topeka gets it to the offensive zone. Elijah Wilson trying to get free. Swatted away that time by Ballant. Passed out to center and all the way down. So Topeka will go back. Bernard leaving it there for Blaisdell. Quick change for Topeka's power play unit. Hustled out the other way. Dump pass there to Clark. Cameron Clark with a little bit of speed. Cuts through. Drops it at the blue line. Passes back. Left along. It's Scott Koash. Passing it through. Picked off by Sam Turner. Turner and Ballant race towards the offensive zone. Turner played defense last year for Mississippi. As Johnson will dump that one all the way down. Sammy Bernard knocks it down. 44 seconds left to go on the power play. Gagnon back to play. Jacob Gagnon up the near side wall. Hustling ahead as Topeka just trying to stretch out the ice a little bit. Cunningham dishes that one off and back in the other way. Monroe comes. That one poke checked away. Topeka looks up ice. Hustling ahead trying to use numbers. Cunningham swats it out of midair. Gets it back. Cameron Clark chasing after it as now Monroe again off the boards. All the way down. 17 seconds to go and Topeka trying to find anything in the offensive zone. It's Avery Smith. Avery Smith turns around and looks. Dumps a pass for Cam Clark. Into the offensive zone. It's on. No, offsides. Clark thought he was still in the neutral zone and didn't like that. So we head to immediate timeout. We'll step aside when we get back. 2-0 Monroe.
Accident?
Not hearing as clearly as you used to? Let Advanced Audiology and Hearing Aids be your partner in better hearing. Whether you need a simple ear cleaning, custom hearing protection, or guidance in choosing the best hearing aid from one of our trusted brands, our friendly experts are here to help you every step of the way. Hear better, live better, starting today.
At the Wellness Center, we're proud to team up with our hometown heroes, the Monroe Moccasins. When they aren't dominating on the ice, the Moccasin players build power and performance with our training team, push their endurance in our high-energy spin classes, and improve flexibility and focus in yoga. With 60-plus fitness classes every week, there's something for every age, goal, and fitness level. And just like the players, you can unwind and recover faster in our hot tub and cold plunge. Come in today and see everything we can offer you. The Wellness Center, where champions train.
But it's all about opportunities. Have to find ways to execute. That's what it comes down to, execution. As now, face-off just outside the offensive zone. So, Scott Koash ready to take the draw. Lining up his defense where he wants him. Koash waits. Puck is dropped. One back cleanly by Monroe. Kyler Matthews with it. Matthews throws it ahead. Finds Ballant. Quick pass across. And now Monroe back to full strength. Another successful penalty kill. Broken in the zone. Shot up and over the top of the net. Rides the rails. And Matthews able to keep the zone momentarily. That'll be chipped out back to center. As this one will not have the distance as Schumacher tries to dump that one off. He's run into the wall. Tied up, however, as that puck comes through. Trying to get free. Down there for it was Hugo Koch. Couldn't get it as Fornaris comes away with it. Koch trying to get right back in the middle of it as Inlow was there. Dumped back ahead by Monroe. They're in the zone offensively. And Albrecht cuts around. Backside of the net. Off a stick. Taken away. Topeka will roll it around the boards. Back to get it. A chip off and out of the zone. Hustling ahead. Here comes Topeka again. Dumped off as Tyler Inlow cuts off. Gagnon chasing it in. He runs into a man. Gagnon comes away with it. Back below the goal line. The defenseman sending it back. Top of the slot. Shot and a save there. Huge stop for Rosick. As the Scarecrows trying to create some traffic in front of the net. 12 minutes, 11 seconds to go here, period 2. Shots on goal 16-7 in favor of Monroe. Topeka trying to get something going. Boston Bird out here to take a draw. Bird loses that one cleanly. Back behind. It's fed around the boards. Johnson will pick it up, move it up the near side wall. Trying to force it off. It's moved back out as Christie breaks out and dumps that puck. Sammy Bernard out of his net to play. Rolls it up the near side wall instead. Plays it out. Trying to move it up. It's gotten back to the blue line and out of the zone. Banked off the wall after gaining the red line. All the way down it goes. Rosick out to play. Around the boards. Weird carom off of Leah Rockos. Puck is loose. Back again. Corey Checo. Checo Moves it off the board, sends back to the point. Opportunity here, Connor Lind away from a diving body, right back to the middle. Checo shot deflected into the corner. Checo gets tied up. Puck still moved there as he and Leo Rakos were doing battle. Puck pushed along, trying to come out with it. As Bird goes down, still moving is Checo. Bird trying to swat the stick away as that puck bounces away, but nobody in a black jersey there. Easy out that time. Hustled ahead. As now again, Monroe enters the offensive zone. Cutting through, it's Christie, deflected away from him. As now Bird will chip that one to the blue line, but not out. Shot back towards the net as that's deflected into the corner. Topeka is there. Rolled ahead. Trying to force it up. It's knocked back down by the Scarecrows. Passed across into the neutral zone. Checo was giving chase. Appears to be out of gas, however, as the Scarecrows in need of a change. Passed back. Connor Lind has it. Lind takes it below the goal line. Feeds off as Cunningham was all over him. Back behind, Topeka. Looking, passes across for Connor Lind. Lind back for his defensive partner. Pushed ahead. Chipped up and all the way down as Roshik will play it. Leaving it there for his defense. Fed ahead. Looking for Turner. It bounces back to center. Schmidt passing across. Patagan sent across. That one dumped all the way in. Roshik out to play as Roshik came way out of his net. He was about 20 feet out. And the linesman says it's his fault. Going to bring the faceoff back to center. And Topeka's bench not happy about that. So, faceoff comes right back here to center. Puck is dropped. One back, Scarecrows with possession. Working it through center ice, hustled ahead. Quick move off, Elijah Wilson a shot as Roshik makes the save. Outside shots, that's what Monroe would like to give up all game. Just the 9th shot of the game for Topeka. 10:16 to go here. We're almost halfway through the regulation periods. 2-0 Monroe. But Topeka doing a great job keeping it close right now, but needs to find a way to execute. TJ Sneath puts Wilson behind him. Clark out in front of the net. Sneath getting set. Rasmus Asp bouncing around a little bit there. And Sneath will get kicked out of the face-off circle, so Wilson comes in. Sneath will move back. That puck is dropped, won cleanly by Monroe, sent down deep, cut off and back to center. Knocked off a couple of skates, and now Ballant able to force it in the offensive zone. Ballant with a shot, wrapped around the net, however, as Ballant gets his own rebound. He's shoved off the puck, and that puck will bounce around. Right back for Elijah Wilson, who gets it out of the zone. This one dumped all the way down, trying to get free, and no, Clark gets cut off by Kyler Matthews for the icing call. So all the way back down it goes. We'll have the media timeout. We'll be back after this.
This is Mark from Marty and Mark's Jewelers here in West Monroe. Tommy and I, we want to welcome you guys to our store and come in and see what we got.
Come on in.
And look, if you need something for your sweetie, we got pre-owned Rolexes. We've got some nice fine jewelry right here. Rings, engagement rings, Glock watches. So come by and see us for all your jewelry needs, watch needs, and watch repair or jewelry repair. We offer it all right here at Marty and Mark's here in West Monroe and Antique Alley.
Hey Moccasin fans, when it comes to staying strong, healthy, and full of energy all season long, your hometown team isn't the only one leading the way. At Fiesta on 18th, we're your local go-to for all things health-related. From vitamins and herbs to natural supplements and groceries, we've got what your body needs to perform at its best. Stop by Fiesta on 18th, where health meets hometown pride. Proud corporate sponsor of your Moccasins hockey, because healthy living is always a win.
Do you want to feel better and perform better and get back to doing the things you enjoy? Hi everybody, I'm Dr. Kyle Nix at Twin City Chiropractic. If pain or injury have got you down, we provide long-term solutions to get you back to 100%. Our services include chiropractic care, spinal rehab and traction, deep tissue laser, and Normatec compression. If you're an athlete, weekend warrior, work on a computer all day, or even involved in an auto accident, we can help your body perform at its best. Feel better, perform better at Twin City Chiropractic. We're located at 1117 Forsyth Avenue in Monroe. Call us at 318-582-5029.
The parody
It's been a lot of one and done for Topeka. As now, penalties have not really been a factor here. A couple of opportunities for Topeka as this one gets ahead in the zone offensively. Wilson backhand shot won't go. As Elijah Wilson, a beauty of an opportunity there as he went streaking as that puck gets deflected up, is kept, and now Wilson able to touch it, but it's on a hand pass. So Stretch passes have not been traditionally part of Topeka's game. Elijah Wilson went forehand, backhand, but couldn't bury. And he gets some words of encouragement from his teammates. But faceoff will come right back here to center ice. As now again, Coash line comes out. That one back cleanly. Rasmus Asp breaking up for Monroe. Asp through the neutral zone and into the offensive zone. Throwing that one off the side of the net. Hit netting. That's bounced back towards the middle. Picked off by Tyler Inlow. Inlow looking for help. Inlow gains the red line and dumps that puck in. Picked off defensively there by Ballant. Ballant turning it around. He gets rubbed up but keeps the puck. Ballant breaks over the blue line. Passing across. Looking for help. Couldn't find it as that puck is moved down low. Therefore, it is Norwinski on the backhand. Sends it ahead towards the blue line as Topeka trying to chop that puck ahead. Could not. Puck in between some skates. Trying to move it along. Fed back towards the blue line again. In through bodies one more time. Coash swatting it towards the neutral zone, and it does move out. Flipped ahead. Picked up here by Hugo Koch. Koch dumping it around the boards. Gets it by Matthews and the netminder. It goes all the way around the boards. As now Coash trying to get in there. Tries to lift a stick and can't. Puck comes loose. Coash lays the body. This will be dumped in. Coash, a former Monroe Moccasin last year in their first year of existence. Puck fed ahead. Koch passes across. Finds Connor Lind. Lind back deep in the zone. Passes off for Blaisdell. Blaisdell ahead finds Koch. Moving it ahead quickly is Coash. Coash chipped it off of the Moccasin player's facial area. That was Christie. A big shot there deflected away by Sammy Bernard. And he will cover up. 8:23 left to go here, period 2. You hope Christie's okay. Immediately checked out by the trainer. So, Topeka, 2-0 Moccasins. As now the shots on goal a little bit closer, 18-12. Both in double digits now, but again, the Scarecrows, an excellent opportunity from Elijah Wilson as he went streaking a little bit. Get a defensive change for Topeka. As now again, Robbie Nichols trying to keep his lines fresh. Puck is dropped, one back, Monroe with it. Wrapping around the blue line, shot deflected in front, broken up, and Topeka works it into the corner. Back to get it, Bird around the boards. Finds his man, looking ahead. Scarecrows chip it out to center. That one in the offensive zone, knocked down by Monroe. Trying to fire it back out as Ballant moves it up quickly, and here comes Albrecht. Albrecht in the zone, passed across for Race. Didn't get his stick on that as that's knocked off. And now again, puck loose, trying to feed it forward. Albrecht is tied up, right back to the blue line and able to, no, they say offsides was Monroe. So, delayed offsides, a couple of yelling off from the linesman, so this will come back outside to the neutral zone. 7:51 to go here, period 2. 2-0 Moccasins. As you heard Robbie Nichols say in the coach's corner, this is a test game. This is where Topeka can see what they have and who they are. Just saw Christie head down the tunnel as well. Deeper into the zone comes Monroe. Fed through. Puck comes loose. Still swatting at it. Nobody able to come up with it. A shot turned away by Bernard. Puck comes loose. And now again, work down low. Gagnon is there. Backhanded play. Big hit there as Wilson was taken into the boards hard. Fed through down below the goal line. Gagnon with a rip around the boards. And Monroe reaching for it. This one no, it won't have the distance. Schumacher gets back to touch. Fed up the wall. Topeka is there. Scarecrows cutting around. It's TJ Sneath looking towards the front. Can't get a pass through. That one taken away from him and back down low. And a delayed penalty coming here. Gagnon with a shot deflected. Gagnon still there with it. Around 3 Moccasins. Back towards the front, deflected, and again that's turned away, but no possession. Out with it, Blaisdell. 6-on-5. Sent ahead. Passed off. Blaisdell with it again. Spins off, dumps it back. Topeka. 6:53 to go here in period 2. 2-0 Monroe. The Scarecrows up the near side wall. Looking ahead. Bounced off. Back defensively. Trying to race back out. Cameron Clark trying to build up some speed. He'll fire through. Back towards the offensive zone. It's Coash. Passing it to the sidewall. Inlow spins around. Back to the point. Finds Connor Lind. Lind looking. Delayed penalty. Still on. Shot deflected. Turned wide. As now that'll be touched. And that will be the penalty. So Topeka will go back to the power play. Third opportunity of the evening. And the Scarecrows Gonna have a 5-on-4 advantage here on the Ace Electric power play. As now we'll see Schumacher not happy with the call. But Ace Electric power play for Topeka. As Koash, Cameron Clark, Avery Smith, Gagnon, and Norwinski on the backside. See if they can get something set up. That's been difficult here so far. Back behind Norwinski with it. Norwinski, a shot! Save. Huge stop there by the netminder as Roshik comes up big again. So, right back to where that last faceoff was, about 5 seconds ticking off, and we'll start it again. Cameron Clark looking to win the draw yet again. Does so again. Koash comes up with it back to the point. Able to keep the zone. Dumped off. Clark is there. Fed around the boards. Back to get it. Koash. Koash pinned to the wall. Fed back to the point. It's Norwinski with it again. Norwinski. Gagnon. Shot deflected over the top. Net right back towards the front. And Avery Smith couldn't get a stick on it. Dumped out, and that'll go all the way down. Minute 35 to go here. A great opportunity as Topeka will pick up the puck in their defensive zone. Moved along. Hustled out by Gagnon. All the way across in the offensive zone. Clark, a drop pass for Gagnon. Gagnon loose. Rolled around the boards for Clark. Cameron Clark feeds it along again for Koash. Quick moving puck now. Clark comes up with it. Banks it back. Finds Koash. Koash looking. Sidesteps. Passes it one off there. Norwinski back down low for Gagnon. Gagnon looking ahead. Decides better of it. Goes back down low. Cameron Clark back to the point to Gagnon. Gagnon across. Intercepted by Sam Turner. He read that one all the way. Turner looking. Killing time. Smart play here, Monroe, with still a minute of power play time to go for Topeka. As Cunningham run into the boards. Still keeps the puck. Cunningham turns, fires it along, bounce back to center, knocked back down. The Scarecrows hustling it out. Moved ahead, but taken away. Back in their own defensive zone, Topeka looking up ice again. Passes across. In the offensive zone, it's Wilson again. Wilson turns, fires it towards the slot. Can't come up with it as Roshik will cover. Sneath just couldn't get his body through. So, media timeout. 31 seconds left to go. And we'll step aside and be right back after this.
Eskimos has flavors that don't just hit the stage, they own it. Like pecan yay. So good, it'll interrupt your dessert to say, I'm gonna let you finish, but this is the greatest flavor of all time. Notorious P.I.N.T. Sicker than your average paint, straight out the freezer. How about Grand Theft Auto? Mellow City, marshmallow, fudge, and graham crackers, pulling up to the sweetest heist in town. Pick them up at Eskimos in Monroe or West Monroe and save, or door dashing straight to your couch. Parody paints, only at Eskimos in Monroe and West Monroe.
For the evening so far. Monroe on the one advantage they had, 1-for-1. It makes a huge difference in where this game is right now. A swing in momentum if Topeka can cash in. Sneath, Gerstein, ready for the draw. Asp and Matthews swap sides. Pinned to the wall. Topeka trying to win a draw. TJ Sneath able to push it back. Elijah Wilson to the point. Connor Lind with it. Moves it down the near side wall. Fed again. Back to Wilson. A shot! And that one's off the side of the post. That one might have been the best opportunity Topeka had so far. Wilson, the one-timer. 4:49 to go here, period 2. 23 seconds remaining in the man advantage. Gerstein and Sneath again. Sneath being pushed back. So Wilson going to come in. Wilson will take the draw. Wilson and Gerstein tied up, pushed to the wall. Wilson steps in, trying to move it back. He's pinned to the wall again. Trying to get around from Rasmus Asp. Again, these two were once teammates with the former Elmira River Sharks. Pushed along under the head instruction of Tyler Jurich. This one moved along by Kyler Matthews. Right back out to Blaisdell. Blaisdell back across, finds Elijah Wilson. Fed ahead into the offensive zone. It's Bird passing it across. Sneath looking back, fires it back. Back to 5-on-5. Pinching in is Lind. Lind with a shot. Broken up in the back of the net. It crossed the line. The referee's looking, I think, and it's a goal. As what a play. Connor Lind. As now, this will come back to center, and it's 2-1. The Monroe Moccasins right over to have the discussion. They're going to go to the cameras on this one. Sneath and Koash will tag out. As now again, we'll see what the discussion is, if they want to challenge it or not. The puck clearly crossed the line from where I'm standing. Again, I'm up top, an odd angle. But there was white between the red line and the puck. So we'll wait to see. And Robbie Nichols up on the bench saying play, and the referee saying goal. 4:18 left to go. Monroe dragging their feet. They're not going to be allowed to do it anymore. It's a 2-1 game, and Topeka has scored. Forneris loses that draw. It's one along. Gagnon backhands it deep in the zone. Chasing after it goes Hugo Koch. Koch trying to get there, trying to run his man to the boards, could not. That puck just skittering along in the referee's skates, bounces away. Balan, quick pass up. As now Monroe hustling towards the offensive zone. Pushed wide, back to the point. A shot turned away by Bernard. Fed into the corner. Gagnon is there. Lifts it out towards center. Hits off his man. Banked off a stick. And now again, trying to force it ahead. It's in the offensive zone. Albrecht, pass across, shot, goal. As Monroe makes it 3-1. A little too easy for Austin Albrecht. Just fed the backhanded pass. And Monroe makes it a 2-goal game yet again. 3:45 to go in period 2. As now Topeka will go back to work. 22-14 the shots on goal. As the Scarecrows line up, Liarakos ready to take the draw. Puck is dropped, one back cleanly. Justin Schmidt turns. Off the boards for Avery Smith, just by him. Schumacher comes up with it. Lind gets credit for the Topeka goal. Into the zone, 3-on-1, shot goes just wide. Wrapped around the boards and out to center. Monroe will have to reset. Chasing it back towards the offensive zone. Into the zone they go, cutting through. Shot turned away, as that'll be stopped by Sammy Bernard. 3:23 left to go here in period 2. As Topeka, unfortunately, gives up a goal to the former Topeka junior player. So now going to need to find a way to get the offense going again. Connor Lind with the goal so far here for Topeka. Puck is dropped, one back. Scarecrows trying to play it off. It's moved to the sidewall. Fed up, moved up the wall. Trying to work it back out. Boston Bird has his pocket pick, but keeps that puck moving forward. Bird chasing. Albrecht is there. His stick is lifted. Right back out towards the front. Trying to force it there. The puck is still loose. And now it's covered up. Ends up underneath the goaltender. 3:03 left to go here in period 2. Faceoff will stay deep in the offensive zone for Topeka. A little bit more dog-on-bone mentality. As we'll hear what the Scarecrows can do here. The fans in attendance being asked to get loud. TJ Sneath set to take a draw. Has Elijah Wilson right behind him. Puck is dropped. One back. Wilson with it. Shot deflected off a couple of bodies. Schumacher trying to chase it in the corner. He'll get there. Schumacher looking up ice. Knocked down at center by Connor Lind. Lind across. Blaisdell fires it through the neutral zone. Trying to poke check it away, but it's dumped back in. Lind will pick it up. Connor Lind looking. Has a man. Breaking up himself, banks that off the wall, still forcing this puck ahead. It's Lind into the offensive zone. Lind spins off, has help. Trying to put it through the legs and could not. Forneris has that one picked off and now breaks out the other way. Forneris with it again. Cut through the offensive zone and dumped back off. Elijah Wilson will pick it up to play. Wilson, harassed by Albrecht, sent towards the middle as Cameron Clark spins off. He moves it ahead for Blaisdell. Doug Blaisdell gains the red line. Into the offensive zone, wraps it around the boards. Sneath watches it. Wilson there for it, back down low. TJ Sneath cuts it off. Sneath down below the goal line again. Trying to force that puck off, but it rolls to Kyler Matthews. Matthews looking up ice. Fires it through, dump back off. Topeka is there in some skates. Matthews dumps it off his own man's dome, and it's turned back around. As now moved back out by Norwinski. Hit off a Monroe player, and now racing back after. Cameron Clark gets it, pushes it towards the net. Wrap back out towards the front. Backhanded play and won't go. An excellent opportunity. Koash has it hit off the bottom of his skate. And now Kyler Matthews trying to turn it around for Monroe. Sends it back to center. Knocked down. Big stop there. Huge play that time for Topeka. Bounced off a skate again. Into the zone it comes, and trying to get a little fancy that time. It's worked back out to center ice. Matthews with it. Possibly looking for a line change as Leorakos breaks it back in. Off the boards and back out. Hustled ahead. Forneris into the zone. Reverse shoulder. Effective. Right towards the front. Deflected and stays out of the net. Forneris again back below the goal line. Trying to work this puck around. Fed up down low for Forneris. And again, Gagnon will put him into the boards flush. Jacob Gagnon comes away with it. Up the boards. Back to center. Off a stick. So they say no icing as Johnson is there. Last minute of the period. 3-1 in favor of the Moccasins. Fed up for Sam Turner. Turner looking. Passes ahead. His pass deflected. Moccasins narrowly avoiding too many men on the ice. Turning it around is Gagnon. Gagnon looking for help. Can't find any. He passes it across. Dangerous play there right in front of his own goaltender. Chipped ahead. Bird dumping it off. Trying to get free now is Corey Checo as he deflects that one away from Dorsey. Worked along the boards and back down low. Trying to force this one along. Johnson comes up with it. Johnson has Turner. Johnson working through his own zone. Fires it through the middle of the ice. Hustled back in. Cunningham on the backhand, and that one rolls in the corner harmlessly. Fed back up. Gets out of the zone. And now Topeka turns an eye northbound, but can't find anybody there. Dorsey passes it to his defense. Down to the last 10 seconds of the period as Roshik appears happy to let the period come to an end like this. 4 seconds to go. 3, 2, 1. And that's going to do it for period 2. Period of the long change. It's an interesting one to say the least. But Topeka does score in that frame. 2 goals for Monroe, 1 for Topeka. And as they head to the locker room, the Scarecrows, a big hill to climb in the third period, but they've shown Roshik can be beat. And now we'll see what it's going to take to do just that. So, third period coming up. It's 3-1 Moccasins. We'll be back after this.
Experience the peak of healthcare at Pinnacle Family Health, located in West Monroe. We offer comprehensive healthcare services for the entire family. Our exceptional facility provides primary care, behavioral health services, in-house pharmacy, x-ray capabilities, and much more. We accept Medicaid, Medicare, private insurance, or no insurance. No matter your insurance situation, everyone is welcome. Discover accessible, inclusive, and complete healthcare at Pinnacle Family Health.
Well, hockey has returned to Monroe.
Hockey is back on the Bayou. City officials and franchise officials say this is a win-win situation on and off the ice.
Save big when you join the Top Dog family. Check out our memberships today on our app or our website, and as always, go Mocs.
At M3 Physio, you can see a doctor of physical therapy first, no referral needed. Combining expert orthopedic manual therapy and dry needling with cutting-edge tools like Normatec compression and the area's only Ultra-G anti-gravity treadmill, we create a game plan built on movement, hands-on care, and motivation to get you back faster, stronger. From Monroe Moccasin athletes to anyone being held back by pain, M3 Physio meets you where you are and pushes you to the next level. M3 Physio is proud to be the official physical therapist of the Monroe Moccasins.
Not hearing as clearly as you used to? Let advanced audiology and hearing aids be your partner in better hearing. Whether you need a simple ear cleaning, custom hearing protection, or guidance in choosing the best hearing aid from one of our trusted brands, our friendly experts are here to help you every step of the way. Hear better, live better, starting today.
At the Wellness Center, we're proud to team up with our hometown heroes, the Monroe Moccasins. When they aren't dominating on the ice, the Moccasin players build power and performance with our training team, push their endurance in our high-energy spin classes, and improve flexibility and focus in yoga. With 60-plus fitness classes every week, there's something for every age, goal, and fitness level. And just like the players, you can unwind and recover faster in our hot tub and cold plunge. Come in today and see everything we can offer you. The Wellness Center, where champions train.
Hey guys, this is Mark from Marty and Mark's Jewelers here in West Monroe. Tommy and I, we want to welcome you guys to our store and come in and see what we got.
Come on in.
And look, if you need something for your sweetie, we got pre-owned Rolexes. We've got some nice fine jewelry right here. Rings, engagement rings, Glock watches. So come by and see us for all your jewelry needs, watch needs, and watch repair or jewelry repair. We offer it all right here at Marty and Mark's here in West Monroe and Antique Alley.
Hey Moccasin fans, when it comes to staying strong, healthy, and full of energy all season long, your hometown team isn't the only one leading the way. At Fiesta on 18th, we're your local go-to for all things health-related. From vitamins and herbs to natural supplements and groceries, we've got what your body needs to perform at its best. Stop by Fiesta on 18th, where health meets hometown pride. Proud corporate sponsor of your Moccasins hockey, because healthy living is always a win.
Do you want to feel better and perform better and get back to doing the things you enjoy? Hi everybody, I'm Dr. Kyle Nix at Twin City Chiropractic. If pain or injury have got you down, we provide long-term solutions to get you back to 100%. Our services include chiropractic care, spinal rehab and traction, deep tissue laser, and Normatec compression. If you're an athlete, weekend warrior, work on a computer all day, or even involved in an auto accident, we can help your body perform at its best. Feel better, perform better at Twin City Chiropractic. We're located at 1117 Forsyth Avenue in Monroe. Call us at 318-582-5029.
The Parody Paint, the Eskimos, has flavors that don't just hit the stage, they own it. Like pecan yay. So good, it'll interrupt your dessert to say, I'm gonna let you finish, but this is the greatest flavor of all time. Notorious P.I.N.T. Sicker than your average paint, straight out the freezer. How about Grand Theft Auto? Mellow City, marshmallow, fudge, and graham crackers, pulling up to the sweetest heist in town. Pick them up at Eskimos in Monroe or West Monroe and save, or door dashing straight to your couch. Parody Paints, only at Eskimos in Monroe and West Monroe.
Experience the peak of healthcare at Pinnacle Family Health, located in West Monroe. We offer comprehensive healthcare services for the entire family. Our exceptional facility provides primary care, behavioral health services, in-house pharmacy, x-ray capabilities, and much more. We accept Medicaid, Medicare, private insurance, or no insurance. No matter your insurance situation, everyone is welcome. Discover accessible, inclusive, and complete healthcare at Pinnacle Family Health.
Well, hockey has returned to Monroe.
Hockey is back on the Bayou. City officials and franchise officials say this is a win-win situation on and off the ice.
Save big when you join the Top Dog family. Check out our memberships today on our app or our website, and as always, go Mocs.
At M3 Physio, you can see a doctor of physical therapy first, no referral needed. Combining expert orthopedic manual therapy and dry needling with cutting-edge tools like Normatec compression and the area's only Ultra-G anti-gravity treadmill, we create a game plan built on movement, hands-on care, and motivation to get you back faster, stronger. From Monroe Moccasin athletes to anyone being held back by pain, M3 Physio meets you where you are and pushes you to the next level. M3 Physio is proud to be the official physical therapist of the Monroe Moccasins.
Not hearing as clearly as you used to? Let advanced audiology and hearing aids be your partner in better hearing. Whether you need a simple ear cleaning, custom hearing protection, or guidance in choosing the best hearing aid from one of our trusted brands, our friendly experts are here to help you every step of the way. Hear better, live better, starting today.
At the Wellness Center, we're proud to team up with our hometown heroes, the Monroe Moccasins. When they aren't dominating on the ice, the Moccasin players build power and performance with our training team, push their endurance in our high-energy spin classes, and improve flexibility and focus in yoga. With 60-plus fitness classes every week, there's something for every age, goal, and fitness level. And just like the players, you can unwind and recover faster in our hot tub and cold plunge. Come in today and see everything we can offer you. The Wellness Center, where champions train.
Hey guys, this is Mark from Marty and Mark's Jewelers here in West Monroe. Tommy and I, we want to welcome you guys to our store and come in and see what we got.
Come on in.
And look, if you need something for your sweetie, we got pre-owned Rolexes. We've got some nice fine jewelry right here. Rings, engagement rings, Glock watches. So come by and see us for all your jewelry needs, watch needs, and watch repair or jewelry repair. We offer it all right here at Marty and Mark's here in West Monroe and Antique Alley.
Hey Moccasin fans, when it comes to staying strong, healthy, and full of energy all season long, your hometown team isn't the only one leading the way. At Fiesta on 18th, we're your local go-to for all things health-related. From vitamins and herbs to natural supplements and groceries, we've got what your body needs to perform at its best. Stop by Fiesta on 18th, where health meets hometown pride. Proud corporate sponsor of your Moccasins hockey, because healthy living is always a win.
Do you want to feel better and perform better and get back to doing the things you enjoy? Hi everybody, I'm Dr. Kyle Nix at Twin City Chiropractic. If pain or injury have got you down, we provide long-term solutions to get you back to 100%. Our services include chiropractic care, spinal rehab and traction, deep tissue laser, and Normatec compression. If you're an athlete, weekend warrior, work on a computer all day, or even involved in an auto accident, we can help your body perform at its best. Feel better, perform better at Twin City Chiropractic. We're located at 1117 Forsyth Avenue in Monroe. Call us at 318-582-5029.
The Parody Paint, the Eskimos, has flavors that don't just hit the stage, they own it. Like pecan yay. So good, it'll interrupt your dessert to say, I'm gonna let you finish, but this is the greatest flavor of all time. Notorious P.I.N.T. Sicker than your average paint, straight out the freezer. How about Grand Theft Auto? Mellow City, marshmallow, fudge, and graham crackers, pulling up to the sweetest heist in town. Pick them up at Eskimos in Monroe or West Monroe and save, or door dashing straight to your couch. Parody Paints, only at Eskimos in Monroe and West Monroe.
Experience the peak of healthcare at Pinnacle Family Health, located in West Monroe. We offer comprehensive healthcare services for the entire family. Our exceptional facility provides primary care, behavioral health services, in-house pharmacy, x-ray capabilities, and much more. We accept Medicaid, Medicare, private insurance, or no insurance. No matter your insurance situation, everyone is welcome. Discover accessible, inclusive, and complete healthcare at Pinnacle Family Health.
Well, hockey has returned to Monroe.
Hockey is back on the Bayou. City officials and franchise officials say this is a win-win situation on and off the ice.
Save big when you join the Top Dog family. Check out our memberships today on our app or our website, and as always, go Mocs.
At M3 Physio, you can see a doctor of physical therapy first, no referral needed. Combining expert orthopedic manual therapy and dry needling with cutting-edge tools like Normatec compression and the area's only Ultra-G anti-gravity treadmill, we create a game plan built on movement, hands-on care, and motivation to get you back faster, stronger. From Monroe Moccasin athletes to anyone being held back by pain, M3 Physio meets you where you are and pushes you to the next level. M3 Physio is proud to be the official physical therapist of the Monroe Moccasins.
Not hearing as clearly as you used to? Let advanced audiology and hearing aids be your partner in better hearing. Whether you need a simple ear cleaning, custom hearing protection, or guidance in choosing the best hearing aid from one of our trusted brands, our friendly experts are here to help you every step of the way. Hear better, live better, starting today.
At the Wellness Center, we're proud to team up with our hometown heroes, the Monroe Moccasins. When they aren't dominating on the ice, the Moccasin players build power and performance with our training team, push their endurance in our high-energy spin classes, and improve flexibility and focus in yoga. With 60-plus fitness classes every week, there's something for every age, goal, and fitness level. And just like the players, you can unwind and recover faster in our hot tub and cold plunge. Come in today and see everything we can offer you. The Wellness Center, where champions train.
Hey guys, this is Mark from Marty and Mark's Jewelers here in West Monroe. Tommy and I, we want to welcome you guys to our store and come in and see what we got.
Come on in.
And look, if you need something for your sweetie, we got pre-owned Rolexes. We've got some nice fine jewelry right here. Rings, engagement rings, Glock watches. So come by and see us for all your jewelry needs, watch needs, and watch repair or jewelry repair. We offer it all right here at Marty and Mark's here in West Monroe and Antique Alley.
Hey Moccasin fans, when it comes to staying strong, healthy, and full of energy all season long, your hometown team isn't the only one leading the way. At Fiesta on 18th, we're your local go-to for all things health-related. From vitamins and herbs to natural supplements and groceries, we've got what your body needs to perform at its best. Stop by Fiesta on 18th, where health meets hometown pride. Proud corporate sponsor of your Moccasins hockey, because healthy living is always a win.
Do you want to feel better and perform better and get back to doing the things you enjoy? Hi everybody, I'm Dr. Kyle Nix at Twin City Chiropractic. If pain or injury have got you down, we provide long-term solutions to get you back to 100%. Our services include chiropractic care, spinal rehab and traction, deep tissue laser, and Normatec compression. If you're an athlete, weekend warrior, work on a computer all day, or even involved in an auto accident, we can help your body perform at its best. Feel better, perform better at Twin City Chiropractic. We're located at 1117 Forsyth Avenue in Monroe. Call us at 318-582-5029.
The parody play.
As the graphics wrong again, we have had all sorts of technical issues here tonight, folks, and I want to apologize. Obviously not intended, but always a little bit of fun here when you get things going, and we'll try to get this corrected for you guys here in just a second. But again, not exactly the start the Scarecrows were hoping for. Had a goal there in the second period that, once again, was just not exactly. Okay, there we go. That's fixed. 2 minutes, 15 seconds into the first period. First goal was scored. What a chance of luck there for Monroe. Managed to come back and get a bouncing puck to settle down there in the slot and found a way to bury it past Sammy Bernard. Not something you see too often. Sammy doesn't give up a lot of secondary opportunities. Minute 56 into the second period, Kyler Matthews let one rip from the point through a crowd of people and found a path past Sammy Bernard that needed a review several minutes later to ensure the goal was called. I could not see it from my angle, but that's why they have the extra cameras, folks. Late in the period, however, Topeka's Connor Lynn pinched in, took a wrister of his own from the top of the circle to beat Gabe Roshik to bring the Scarecrows crowd to their feet and the team back to within a goal 2-1. However, just 33 seconds later, Monroe found the back of the net again on a 2-on-1 as Carlos Forneris took a pass from Austin Albrecht, buried it to give Monroe back their 2-goal lead. Who tunes into every broadcast, please don't forget to hit like, click subscribe. If you really like the broadcast, give us a shout out right here. Also, make sure you follow us here on YouTube, on Sportfee, however you consume Topeka Scarecrows hockey. We want to thank all of our amazing season ticket holders who are filled up here in the house tonight. Love to see the action here live in Topeka. We will be back in mid-January. However, a couple of weeks coming up down in Biloxi, down on the Mississippi Gulf Coast. So keep it tuned here on YouTube and Sporfy. And, of course, our amazing partners who make it possible for us to do all of this. 785 Bar, Ace Electric, American Family Insurance, Brad Noller, Barry Tractor, Blind Tiger, Brass Rail Tavern, Brio, Cable Dahmer, Capital City Flooring, Capital Federal, Cargill, CBK, Shamong Supply, Chick-fil-A, Club Car Wash, CSL Plasma, Community Bank, Cooper Contracting, Coors Light, Kosh, Custom Dredge Works, Dean Heating and Air, El Ranchito, Eras, AES Metals, Kingdom Builders Company, Gardner Roofing, Genesis Health Club, Green Valley Smoke Shop, Goodyear, Hanover Pancake, Hotel Topeka, Hoyt's Truck Center, Hy-Vee, IBEW 226, IOUE, Local 101, Jason's Deli, Jersey Mike's, Jesse's Bar, Caw Valley Bank, Kickstar Saloon, KSNT, Quick Staff, Locked In Energy, Manny Signals Communication, Mattress Firm, Next Tech, Pam Luthi Insurance, Pepsi, Reliant Apparel, Scrap Management Industries, Serpenotic, Spavia, Spring Hill Suites, State Farm, Julie Fish, Sunflower Rentals, TFL Group, The Bar and Grill, Topeka Zoo, Topper's Pizza, Ty Dragoo, Unit Storage, Village Dry Cleaners, Vince Vasquez, Keller Williams, White Line CDL, Wildcat Feeds, and the YMCA. Big thank you for your support this season. Always room for more support. Please feel free to contact our front office, as we are always looking for more support here from the community. But huge shout outs to all of you who have taken part in that here in the inaugural season of the Topeka Scarecrows. That being said, we'll step aside. We'll be back with the third period after this. Keep it tuned right here.
Life is full of important moments, new neighborhoods, building something big, and fresh starts. No matter what moment you're in, Units Containers offer a portable storage solution and quick response times. From home to job sites and beyond, Units has you covered. Easily reserve your container online or with a single call, delivered directly to you. Our weather-resistant containers keep your belongings safe and accessible, always at ground level for easy loading. With Units, we fit seamlessly where you need us. Whatever you need, wherever you need it. At every step of the way, Units ensures a stress-free experience because we're more than just storage. We're neighbors you can count on. Whether at your location or stored securely at a Units facility, you can trust our containers to protect what matters most. Locally owned and operated, we combine national strength with personal service. Units, moving and portable storage from neighbors you trust.
Hello and welcome back as the Scarecrows take to the ice one final time. Third period action coming up. We'll see what Topeka can do here. A huge third period. Trailing by a pair of goals. Offense has been at a premium. Can Topeka get the job done? 20 minutes separates the Moccasins from a huge 3 points. The Scarecrows have overcome deficits before. Scarecrows and Sammy Bernard. In the black with the orange neck. We'll skate left to right across the YouTube and Sporfy screen. The Monroe Moccasins in the visiting white will skate right to left. As head coach Robbie Nichols makes his way out to the bench, clad in those bright orange shoes and orange blazer. Nice little holiday look for the head coach. Wilson having a chat with the referee there. As I said, a little different game from what Topeka's seen so far, and I don't know if that's a conference thing or what, but the Continental Division maybe a little bit more body contact, because we've certainly seen a lot of it from Monroe here tonight. We've seen Biloxi and Baton Rouge drop the gloves plenty. Topeka certainly not afraid to drop the glove, but we'll see. As now, TJ Sneed getting set for puck drop. One back by Monroe, and they win it back cleanly. Fielding that one off the boards. Kept in the zone, however, as Christie, glad to see him back on the ice. Right back towards the front of his net mouth. A little bit of a dangerous play there. Pinching in with Sneath. Right back towards the net. Trying to drag it. Couldn't get it to go with him. Sneath giving chase now as that'll be moved up the boards. Fed back out to center ice. And turning to chase. Christie into the offensive zone. Passed across. Wouldn't settle down. As right back towards the slot, it's poke checked away. And a big body contact there from Connor Lind. Blaisdell trying to move that puck. He goes down to a knee. Blaisdell still trying to move that puck as he sends that one up. It's Elijah Wilson with it, getting it ahead for TJ Sneath. Sneath on the backhand. trying to move it forward. It's picked off and sent back across. Connor Lind off the boards and right back out. Wilson lost his stick. He'll go for a line change. Back in goes Monroe. Onside. Puck poke checked away. They pick it off. It's in low. Trying to fire it along, but that one slides off of his stick. Back in comes Monroe. Bellant has that puck taken away. Trying to force it away as the Moccasins throw it towards the net, deflected, and Sammy Bernard with a big save. Fed along. Albrecht back around. Right in the middle. Poke checked away from him. Trying to knock it down. Albrecht gets it back. A shot is saved by Sammy Bernard. I don't think he saw it, but his size worked to his advantage. 18:48 to go. Period number 3. As now again, face-off going to come to the right-hand side of Bernard as they get set. Puck drop coming to the right-hand side of Sammy Bernard. Scott Koash. Forneris ready here. As that puck dropped, one back, Gagnon has it, rolled around the boards. Fed up, it's Hugo Koch with it. Koch looking up ice, passes it back for Gagnon. Gagnon right back for Koch in his skates, pushed ahead. Koch trying to force it forward, does so, cutting through, looking for a lane, can't get the shot off, and it's taken away by Monroe back up the other side. Moccasins trying to force it forward as Forneris has it. Forneris pushed to the wall, passes it across, shot just misses there as that one pushed ahead. Hugo Koch trying to break out, he does, but has a quick turnover there at the blue line, and now it'll be passed along. Monroe trying to get there. Albrecht works it back to center. Albrecht, drop pass. Into the offensive zone comes Monroe, who just has to kill clock. As now again, Justin Schmidt takes his man to the wall. Schmidt with an early penalty started the scoring off 2:15 on a power play goal by Monroe. Fed back behind. Schmidt is there. Schmidt looking up ice, takes it behind the net. Sam Turner, usually a defenseman, steps out here as Sammy Bernard tries to get big. Breaking out at Schmidt. Up the boards. Off of Monroe sticks, so no icing. Roshik will have to go back and play. Has it. Leaves it there for his defense. Fed off the boards and rolled around. Monroe trying to play off the puck. Just kept back behind the goal. Again, Monroe not working against the clock. Topeka is down by 2. As that puck poke checked away into the opposite corner. Thrown towards the net. On the backhand, Boston Bird shot goes just wide. Bird trying to chase it back down. Gets there, puts it back towards the point, but it's cut off. And now Cunningham will race back the other way. Knocked down at center. Monroe offside as that'll be cut up. Stefanini will play onside. Dumped off all the way down. Bernard with a grab out of midair. And that will bring a defensive zone draw. 3 minutes, 2 seconds into the third period. Face-off coming here. It'll be off to the left-hand side of Sammy Bernard. So, puck drop coming. TJ Sneath waits. Long look here as that puck is dropped. One back. Trying to force this one along. Puck up the boards. Into the offensive zone. It's Clark with a drop pass. Wilson back for Clark and couldn't get it to him as Clark just a step behind. Back around for Elijah Wilson. Wilson has a man. Gets it to Connor Lind. Lind looking. Throws it back towards the net. Hits off a leg and is turned around by Monroe. Right back to center ice. Liarakos into the offensive zone. Avoids the check, but manages to get that puck back on his defensive stick as Christie looks back towards the offensive zone. Trying to cut through. Passes it across again. In the offensive zone. Kick saved by Bernard. Fed ahead. Scooped up. Trying to move it out. Passed across by Cameron Clark. Sneath kicked it ahead but couldn't control it as now Yanni Liarakos into the zone. Liarakos towards the net. Bernard will take it and cover it up. 16-12 left to go here, period 3. As again, Topeka hemmed in their own zone. 200 feet from where they want to be. 16 minutes, 12 seconds to go here in the third period. They'll set. Off to the right-hand side of Bernard. Scott Koash waits. Forneris and Koash. That one to the sidewall. Trying to force it up is Koash. Trying to put it through a man. Having some trouble as Bellant pushes that puck forward. Wrapped around the boards is Jacob Gagnon giving chase. As Monroe trying to move that puck. It's scooped up, sent back to center. In low. Chasing back after it. Albrecht was there, however. Albrecht harassed, back in his own zone, moves that puck quickly and right back to center ice. As into the zone, Forneris with it. Pass across towards the middle, broken up by Bernard. And Albrecht came in late, pushes that puck back towards the point. Hugo Koch moved it out for Koash, who chips it ahead. Trying to move that puck again. It's fed off, and again going down in a heap was Monroe, looking for a penalty, not going to get one there. As now Topeka comes up with it. Moving this puck down low, it's Koash again. Koash cutting towards the front, taking that puck back below the goal line. Koash feeds it off for Inlow. Inlow trying to get big around the boards and has some trouble. Koash shot, and that just misses the net. Back for Justin Schmidt. Schmidt with a shot, deflected towards the front. Broken up, an excellent stop yet again. Fed out, a stretch pass. Ballon into the zone, cutting through. Stick lifted, backhand shot is turned away. Sammy Bernard, what a stop. Picked off. Koch with a little bit of trouble as Schmidt comes up with it. Patagan watching as Schmidt comes around the net. Dumps that up the boards. Pushed ahead. As now quick changes here for Topeka. All the way down it goes. Schumacher back to touch. Avery Smith, the lone deep man now. As Topeka keeping an eye on things. Fed back out to center. Rolled back in their defensive zone. Connor Lind will pick up. Lind tried to move it along, but it's picked off now by Monroe. Back towards the middle. Shot turned away by Bernard. Picked off, and Checo able to move that puck quickly. Connor Lind hustling out. Lind up the ice quickly, cutting through. Forehand, backhand off the side of the net. Can't get it to go. Back down low is Smith using his size to his advantage. Smith, poke, checking that puck along the boards. Looks back to the point, finds his man. Shooting there, deflected up and into the netting. So with 14:17 to go, we'll get our first media timeout. We'll step aside and be right back after this.
City Chiropractic. If pain or injury have got you down, we provide long-term solutions to get you back to 100%. Our services include chiropractic care, spinal rehab and traction, deep tissue laser, and Normatec compression. If you're an athlete, weekend warrior, work on a computer all day, or even involved in an auto accident, we can help your body perform at its best. Feel better, perform better at Twin City Chiropractic. We're located at 1117 Forsyth Avenue in Monroe. Call us at 318-582-5029.
The Parody Paint, the Eskimos, has flavors that don't just hit the stage, they own it. Like pecan yay. So good, it'll interrupt your dessert to say, I'm gonna let you finish, but this is the greatest flavor of all time. Notorious P-I-N-T, sicker than your average paint, straight out the freezer. How about Grand Theft Auto, Mellow City, Marshmallow, Fudge, and Graham Crackers, pulling up to the sweetest heist in town. Pick them up at Eskimos in Monroe or West Monroe, and save, or door dashing straight to your couch. Parody Paint, only at Eskimos in Monroe and West Monroe.
To execute. As now Wilson assigning his wing as Sneath stands behind him. Wilson waits. Puck is dropped. One back. TJ Sneath. Pass across, shot off a leg. And now again down low trying to move this puck. Fed back low. Asp rolls off of it. Fornair sends it around the boards. And this is going to get up and out of the zone. Jacob Gagnon has to get on his horse. Albrecht way down in the zone. Poke checked away that time. Back to the blue line, and that is snagged by Sammy Bernard. A ripper from Rasmus Asp. Defensive zone draw now. So that was quick movement by Monroe. As now, a long look. Bernard will get back between his pipes. TJ Sneath set to take the draw. Fornaris for Monroe. As Fornaris going to get kicked out of the face-off circle. And some arguing here. Albrecht having words with the linesman. Sneath able to push it back. Gagnon dumps it back to center ice. Back to get it goes Kyler Matthews. Matthews and Asp, the defensive pair, moved up. Fornaris couldn't control. Hustles after it as Norwinski is there. Norwinski off the boards, finds his defensive partner. Rolled up the far side wall, as Sneath chips that one out. Wilson able to knock it down. Kicked it along, but Norwinski had pinched on the inside instead of the outside. Back behind, Gagnon is there. Takes it behind the net as he's harassed by Albrecht. Albrecht picks his pocket, passed across for Fornaris. Right back in front, shot turned away. Bernard with a huge stop, and he comes up with it. What a save, Sammy Bernard. So, Topeka has had to be very good defensively. As now again, 13:24 to go. Period number 3. Topeka just trying to find a path. Koash Lirakos for the faceoff. As Lind and his opponent get pushed back. Lind trying to get through. Shot turned away by Bernard. It looked like the strap on the back of Sammy's helmet might have gone too. So he gets that repaired. 32-16, the shots on goal. Sammy Bernard has stood pat for 29 of the 32. Roshik, 1 goal on 16 shots, and Topeka has been largely kept to the outside. Koash and Lirakos. That one back. Connor Lind is there, sends it around the boards. Back behind Christie, comes up with it for Monroe. Sending it down low. Lirakos, a backhanded shot turned away by Bernard as Inlow comes up with it. Inlow flipping it out to center. Little trouble there. It hits off a leg pad, and that'll be turned away. Once again, Monroe comes up with the puck. Back in their own zone, banked off the wall, cut off at center ice, and Topeka in. Inlow thought he got out onside, but the official was right on top of it, said no. 13 minutes even left to go. We'll take the faceoff back to center ice. As now Topeka. Again, looking for any type of momentum. Something to build on. As Koash and Lirakos come back together. Tied up, one back by Monroe. The Moccasins back in their own defensive zone. Passed across, looking for help. Fires that one through the neutral zone. Cut off by Dougie Blaisdell. Sent ahead, and that one's tipped in the zone, so no icing. Tyler Inlow giving chase. The Kansan native. That one deflected away, and an almost golden opportunity there, but Hugo Koch skated right by. Back the other way, into the offensive zone. Monroe, a shot in the back of the net. Too easy for the Moccasins. Odd angle shot. Yanni Lirakos makes it 4-1. And with 12:37 left to go, that's a bigger hill to climb. Lirakos scoring his 12th of the season. So 34 shots on goal. 35, my apologies. Here's the angle. Top of the circle, just found the twine behind Sammy Bernard. Puck is dropped, trying to win that one back. Monroe has possession. Chased after by Smith. Sam Turner comes up with it. Turner off his skate. Turned around, and Smith will just dump it around the boards. Back behind. Roshik. Leaving that one back behind. Fed around the boards. Chipped out towards center. Kicked along, as they say, offside, so still had to clear. Monroe hustling right back out. It's Turner with it, passing across. Dumped off. Turner with it. Turner looking. Feeds back to the point. Fed around the boards. Back for it. Avery Smith. Smith hustles out of the zone. Poke checked away from him. Checo off the boards and gets it ahead. Nobody there in a black jersey. The only one chasing was Boston Bird. Fed back out. This is going to go all the way down, and that will be an icing call. As now, Topeka, an offensive zone draw with 11:52 to go. Bird and Smith over the boards. Hustling out, Wilson, Sneath, and Clark. On the backside, Norwinski and Gagnon. They get set. Wilson in position. Monroe trying to get configured here as they had made changes on the dump. So now Sneath gets set. They wait. Puck is dropped. Trying to force it forward. It goes to the sidewall. Banked back out to center ice. Smart play by the Moccasins, who will now try to make a change. Topeka trying to catch him in that change. Forcing that puck. Norwinski back to Gagnon. Gagnon finds a lane. Pushes it ahead and back the other way. That is going to be an icing call. So all the way back it comes. 11:36 to go here in period 3. As that puck going to drop to the right-hand side of Sammy Bernard. TJ Sneath set to take the draw. They get ready. Puck is won back. Topeka is there. Gagnon around the boards. Finds Cam Clark, but it bounces right past him. Shot towards the net off a leg pad. And again, Sneath forces it to the blue line. And that time it comes out off of Clark's leg pad. And that'll be deflected right back in. Monroe. The Moccasins, good nickname for him as they squeeze the life right out of you. Pass to the middle. Shot towards the front. Broken up by Bernard. Norwinski with it. Chips that one up and out of the zone. Lifted stick on Kyler Matthews as Hugo Koch sees that one right up on him. Trying to feather it out was Elijah Wilson. He takes his time. Passing across, finds his man. Back in the offensive zone they come. Trying to get around Kyler Matthews, and they do. Back towards the middle, but nobody there in a black jersey. So Monroe going to have an easy attempt to pick that one back up. Rolling around, it's Gagnon with it again. Gagnon's pinned to the wall as Forneris comes away with it. He goes down, his own man taking him down. And we're getting some physicality there in the corner. Whistle was blown, and now still attacking. Gagnon all tied up with Rasmus Asp. Gagnon not taking kindly to that. So again, we'll see how this shakes out. Asp is being led to the box. Gagnon having words. Roughing is going to be the call as Rasmus Asp will take a seat. As now, both sides coming over for an explanation. And now some pushing as they get in between Yanni Liarakos, another former teammate of his, Hugo Koch. Sneath having a discussion as Topeka has to pick a circle. It's going to be a power play opportunity here for the Scarecrows as Elijah Wilson picking the corner. So, 10:33 to go, Ace Electric power play. See if they can get some more rubber on Roshik. Not a ton of opportunities for Topeka to do so here, just 16 times here tonight, and Rasmus Asp takes the seat for 2 minutes. 10:33 to go here in the third. Puck is won back by Monroe, but scooped up by Wilson. Sent around the boards. Pinching in is Blaisdell. Blaisdell ties up his man, coming up with it. Topeka gets it back to the blue line. Sneath banked off the boards, right back to Wilson. Wilson trying to fire it forward. It's big body contact there, sent to the sidewall again as Wilson pushes it down further, bounces towards the middle, and now Monroe will get there, forcing that puck forward as the Moccasins make changes. Down in the zone, Bernard comes up to play, sent around the boards, attacking Bernard as the Scarecrow's not happy about that. Koash forcing the puck forward into the zone. He cuts through a shot. Glove save by Roshik. Off the rush as now 35 seconds into the power play. Quick change as we'll get a media timeout and we'll step aside and be right back after this.
Experience the peak of healthcare at Pinnacle Family Health, located in West Monroe. We offer comprehensive healthcare services for the entire family. Our exceptional facility provides primary care, behavioral health services, in-house pharmacy, x-ray capabilities, and much more. We accept Medicaid, Medicare, private insurance, or no insurance. No matter your insurance situation, everyone is welcome. Discover accessible, inclusive, and complete healthcare at Pinnacle Family Health.
Well, hockey has returned to Monroe.
Hockey is back on the Bayou. City officials and franchise officials say this is a win-win situation on and off the ice.
Save big when you join the Top Dog family. Check out our memberships today on our app or our website. And as always, go Mocs.
All right, well, we're back. Interesting little stretch here. But as we get started here, still 4-1 Monroe. .958 left to go. 4-1 Moccasins. As they get set. Puck drop off to the left-hand side of the netminder. Puck is dropped and one back. Matthews wrapping it around the boards. Puck trapped below the goal line. 9:52 left to go. Scarecrows battling, trying to come up with it. Couple of guys in there, two aside. Third guy high for each team. As now it comes down deeper along the boards. Fed up, trying to force this puck back. It gets to the point, knocked down there by Topeka. Kept in the zone, passed across. Looking for it is Connor Lind. Lind peels off the corner, throws towards the net, bounces off a body, and again will come right back. Topeka getting there, passed across, kept in the zone again. Shot, kicked into the corner that time. As Topeka again battling, trying to get there. This puck skitters around in the corner. Trying to force it free. 9:15 left to go. 42 seconds left to go here in the penalty as that puck will be flipped out to center. Topeka will have to resume all the way back in their own defensive zone. Trying to catch Monroe in a change. Deflects off a couple of bodies. Forced ahead as Cameron Clark forced off that time. Monroe will come up with it. Fed off the boards. Right back down. Bernard out to play. Bernard leaves it behind for Gagnon. Jacob Gagnon taking his time. 8:48 left to go. Passed across. Gagnon has it. Gagnon spins around. 8 minutes, 40 seconds left to go. Passed across. Trying to work it ahead. It's in the offensive zone. Connor Lind, the lone goal scorer here. As Monroe gets back to full strength, turning around. Lind still battling on two guys. Continues to push that puck around. Forced back down low. Topeka comes up with it. Looking out towards the front, right off the side of the net. Back to the point now, trying to settle this puck. It's kept in the zone, but turned over as Wilson couldn't get that puck to go forward. Back behind. Chipped ahead. Sneath cutting through center. Hustles in the zone. Drags that puck with him. Leaves it down below the goal line now as Koch puts his man into the wall. And now again, chasing back after it. 8 minutes left to go here, period 3. Forced ahead in the offensive zone, offside as Ballant had jumped. Albrecht doesn't like the call. But with 7:56 to go here in period 3, 4-1 Monroe. So, face-off coming right back here outside the defensive zone. Waiting for the puck drop. Puck dropped and one back. Topeka has it. Jacob Gagnon takes possession, flips it out towards center ice. Couple little hops there over center. And again, turned right back. Schumacher with it. Dumps it off for his defensive partner. Back for Schumacher. Weird, dangerous play there for Monroe. As that one slithered through the neutral zone now. Dumped all the way off. They say no icing. Forneris going back. He's running to the wall. Gagnon pushing him there. Trying to kick that puck along. It does work its way out. And now hustling out the other way. Checo gets to center. Checo still using his size. Breaks in the zone. Loses the puck that time. It'll be sent back. As now again trying to race back in. Forneris comes into the zone. Cutting through on the backhand shot turned away by Bernard. Deflected. That would, I believe, have been a hand pass by Ballant, as now that's worked back through. Hustling out of the zone. Bird, Boston Bird in. Offside was Avery Smith. And, well, I don't want to say it was obvious, but Avery had taken about 2 strides into the zone before Boston Bird came across. 7:04 to go. Shots on goal, 36-17. So, 37-17 now officially. 7:04 remaining in period number 3. As Lind will stay out there with Patagan. Koash will get kicked out of the face-off circle. He'll swap out with Hugo Koch. Puck is dropped. One back cleanly. Back to get it goes Patagan. Patagan has it. Passed across, finds Connor Lind. Lind over the blue line, passing it ahead. Dumps that one deep into the zone. Chase back after. Run into the boards was Asp. Fed around the boards. Trying to move this one along. It's chopped up, knocked down by Topeka. Topeka with a pass across. Koash in the zone. Shot glove save. Saw it all the way, but a shot nonetheless. 6:43 to go here in period 3. So, we came in 3-1. It's now 4-1. Still 6:43 to go. You wonder if Robbie Nichols has a special play up his sleeve. They wait. Topeka wins that puck back. Gotten there. Lind tries to rip one, but that one's deflected away by Monroe, sent back out of the zone, and Blaisdell will have to circle back. Learakos on top of everything as that puck is deflected all the way down. Back to get it goes Roshik. Leaves it for his defense. A little backhanded play there as Topeka still chasing. 6:20 left to go here in period 3. Chipped ahead through a couple of skates now as Turner sends it towards the front. Learakos is there, slaps it, turned away by Bernard easily. Learakos with it again, back to the point. Looking, back to Learakos. Chipped forward for Sam Turner. Lifted stick by Patagan, dumped down low for Learakos. Learakos dumps it, and Koash going to have it. Monroe caught in a change as that one's flipped ahead. A little bit too much gas on that as Hugo Koch trying to chase it back down. Koch chasing that puck, but can't quite come up with it. Monroe working up the near side wall, banked off and right back out to center as trying to turn it around. The Moccasins again, they are fine killing time as Cunningham moves that puck back, and now it's turned ahead again. Stefanini into the zone, looking, cuts wide, goes behind the net. Stefanini back towards the middle. It's Cunningham with it again. Has a man open in the slot. Cunningham takes it himself. Shot goes just wide. Banked off the side of the net. And Bernard able to come up with a stop. 5:25 left to go here in period 3. 4-1 Monroe. Shots on goal now 38-18. And again, 4 goals in a game. That's a lot, obviously. But Bernard has been stellar against some otherworldly chances, so huge stick taps to Sammy Bernard. As now, Checo set to take the draw. As they'll kick out the big man as Checo goes wide and Avery Smith comes in to take the draw. Puck is dropped, one back by Smith. Gagnon comes up with it and sends it around the boards. Checo has it now. Tries to chip it ahead for Bird, but couldn't get it to him. It banks off a couple of skates. Now Albrecht run into the board, scooped up by Topeka. Fed off the wall, sent back for Albrecht, sends it ahead, and that'll be picked off. Boston Bird ahead for Avery Smith. Bounces off of his stick and right back. Trying to force this puck forward for Nares. Into the zone, looking. Trying to make a pass, but that puck gets caught up. Norwinski able to come away with it. Checo moves it along. Checo ahead, finds Avery Smith. Smith has some trouble with it as it's bounced up to Gagnon. Jacob Gagnon out. Smith couldn't get it. Now he'll go for a line change. Right back, Monroe, deep in their own zone, looking for a stretch pass here. They make one again. Into the offensive zone they come. Stefanini with it, cutting wide, back below the goal line, looking for help. Has a man cutting through center. It was Rasmus Asp. Broken up play as Sam Turner comes away with it. Turner back, poke checked away from him. Towards the net, knocked down as Cunningham shoots, deflected away by Bernard, and that'll work its way to the corner. Fed along, Koash back to Gagnon. Gagnon ahead, finds his man, pushed ahead for Tyler Inlow. Inlow over center, has his stick lifted, and back the other way it comes. Here comes Turner, taken away from him. Banked around, Turner pushed into the wall. Trying to feed this one ahead, it's Inlow chipping out to center, and now Koch trying to get off to the races as goaltender Rocha comes out to play. Fires that one around the boards, out for it. Topeka able to, put that puck down deeper as that one bounces off the wall now. Be lifted out towards center, and now Cunningham back the other way. Connor Lind is back. And a delayed call here. Trying to see who this is against. I think it might be going against Topeka. 2 minutes slash. No, it's going to go against Monroe. So we'll go to the final media timeout. We'll be back after this.
At M3 Physio, you can see a doctor of physical therapy first, no referral needed. Combining expert orthopedic manual therapy and dry needling with cutting-edge tools like Normatec compression and the area's only Ultra-G anti-gravity treadmill, we create a game plan built on movement, hands-on care, and motivation to get you back faster, stronger. From Monroe Moccasin athletes to anyone being held back by pain, M3 Physio meets you where you are and pushes you to the next level. M3 Physio is proud to be the official physical therapist of the Monroe Moccasins.
Not hearing as clearly as you used to? Let advanced audiology and hearing aids be your partner in better hearing. Whether you need a simple ear cleaning, custom hearing protection, or guidance in choosing the best hearing aid from one of our trusted brands, our friendly experts are here to help you every step of the way. Hear better, live better, starting today.
At the
3:48 left to go. It's another power play for Topeka. We'll see if they can cash in. If they're able to do so quickly, maybe a chance to get back into this game. Gonna have to find a way, and they have taken the ultimate risk. Sammy Bernard out of his cage, 6-on-4. Sneath coming out to take the draw. 6-on-4 opportunity. Robbie Nichols sees this as a must score here. One back by Monroe. Push to the wall. A couple of Scarecrows come out with it. Looking back to the point, it's Connor Lind. Lind trying to create traffic in front. Gagnon with a shot over the top of the net. Bounces over for Elijah Wilson. Wilson back to Lind. Lind across for Gagnon. Gagnon looking back across for Connor Lind. Lind throws it to the middle, deflected towards the front and will not go. 22 seconds gone by, and a great chance there as Topeka threatening here. 6-on-4. See if they can get it done. As now, 3:26 remains. Waiting on the puck drop. TJ Sneath waits. Lirakos exaggerating as this one's moved along. Fed back, kept in there, able to keep the zone. Looking back, Gagnon at the point as Koash moves it along for Connor Lind. Lind back down low for Wilson. Wilson below the goal line now looking for help. Passing off, looking back, Gagnon gets it. Jacob Gagnon passing across. Elijah Wilson has it shot off a leg. Would not go. Puck comes loose. Fed back in the slot, but nobody there as Monroe breaks out. It's Lirakos with it again. Dumping back off. Little pass back in their own zone. Working, using the whole zone. 1:05 left to go on the penalty kill. Fed around the boards. That one dumped down. Fed into the zone onside. Gagnon is there. Passed across, it's Lind. Lind circles back. Connor Lind harassed as he tries to work it back out. Lind off the boards, moved out. Could not get the puck to go as now it's chipped ahead. Moved out of the zone. Chipped up, it's Sneath. Sneath into the zone. Passed across, looking for help. Wilson digging for it as that puck is forced down deeper towards the middle, but again, broken up. Fed back to center ice. 30 seconds to go on the man advantage. See if Gagnon can get something started. Quick change now for Topeka. Dumped off. Here comes Hugo Koch. Koch up over the red line. Hustling through. Koch through the neutral zone towards the front, and that one will not go. It ends up in the back of the net. Kicked aside, a beauty of a play, and Topeka makes it 4-2. What a play. Cameron Clark, let's get a look at that replay. Two minutes, 3 seconds left to go. A 2-goal game. Here's the replay. As you see a good look here. Koch goes towards the net. Puck cuts wide, and Clark just dishes it in the back. Beauty of a play. As now again, timeout called by Topeka. So with 2:03 left to go, the Scarecrows going to be all out attack here. We'll step aside for a brief second and be right back after this.
We're proud to team up with our hometown heroes, the Monroe Moccasins. When they aren't dominating on the ice, the Moccasin players build power and performance with our training team, push their endurance in our high-energy spin classes, and improve flexibility and focus in yoga. With 60-plus fitness classes every week, there's something for every age, goal, and fitness level. And just like the players, you can unwind and recover faster in our hot tub and cold plunge. Come in today and see everything we can offer you. The Wellness Center, where champions train.
Hey, right back at center. As the Scarecrows close the gap to 2. Each team has a goal here in the third. See if Topeka can get something going here. Shots on goal 39-20. Sammy Bernard up at the top of his crease. Puck is won back. Blaisdell has it. Blaisdell passing across. Finds his man. Pushed ahead. It's Koash with it. Koash across for Blaisdell. Blaisdell off the boards and moving it ahead. Into the zone by Koch. All the way down. Fed around the boards. Bernard up to the hash marks, but not quite clear. Fed ahead. Bouncing along. That goes all the way down. Bernard will cover up with 1:40 to go. Topeka needs the puck far down the opposite end. As now again, the Scarecrows. We're looking. So referee having a discussion with Robbie Nichols. So, face-off coming here. Bernard keeping an eye on his coach. Puck is dropped, one back by Monroe. Moccasin shot blocker to side. Blaisdell comes up with it, trying to force it through. It comes away. Albrecht has it. Picked off, and now Boston Bird racing out. Bird has his pocket picked. Passed along. Bernard was coming out of his crease that time. Back in again. Deflected shot by Norwinski. Back along the boards. Therefore it goes Bird. Boston Bird passed across. Norwinski up over the red line. Dumps it in the zone. Coming away with it was Koch. Koch still has it along the board. Sends back to the point. Blaisdell with it again. Walks the line. Trying to get towards the middle. Norwinski with it. A shot deflected through. Puck bouncing around. It bounces towards the blue line, and that'll come back out. 1 minute to go. Cameron Clark cuts wide. Finds an extra layer of speed there as Clark gets back below the goal line. Clark looking back. Fires it towards the middle. Turning, firing off a leg into the corner. Norwinski comes away with it. Dumping it back down low. Clark behind the goal line. He reverse shoulders and takes a stick up high as Clark checking his mouth. He goes down. 39.8 seconds left to go. Clark going right to the bench. He may actually avoid the bench and go right off. He's going to the locker room. 39.8 seconds remaining. Clark not happy as he goes to the room. He will be treated as they're looking for scrapers to clean up the mess. Clark hustled off the ice, and you certainly hope he's okay. So 39.8 seconds to go, a neutral zone draw. Topeka going to plead their case. I don't know that that's going to get too far here, but neutral zone draw, 2-goal deficit. And they got to wait for the ice to get cleaned up. As it appears as though they've got it taken care of. Oh, hold on. That might be a piece of tooth, maybe? I'm not sure. So they're going to send the Monroe trainer down the tunnel as well. Again, the way that they came over to the bench and were showing, I believe that has to be a piece of something. So a puck being thrown over the glass by Monroe. As now they're looking for something else over there too. Again, you certainly hope Cameron Clark is okay. They've got what they can get from the looks of it. Heading back down the tunnel. So, Topeka, with 39.8 seconds to go, certainly going to feel the pressure here. As the officials looking for a puck. Monroe threw it over the glass. So they'll go get another frozen puck. Goalie will remain pulled. 39.8 seconds to go. Topeka trailing in shots on goal, 41-20. 4-2 the score differential as that one's moved back. As trying to play it off, Elijah Wilson able to get it in the zone. Puck flipped all the way down, and that will and is an icing call as the clock ran a little bit further there. 31.3 seconds to go. Offensive zone draw for Topeka. As now they get set. Puck drop to the left-hand side of the Monroe netminder. Gabe Roshik, 31.3 seconds away from claiming a victory here as this puck pushed through. Deflected back. Topeka has it. Worked out towards the point. Gagnon dumps a pass off. Looking across. Back down low it goes. And perhaps a bit too much passing that time as Rasmus Asp tries to bury that puck. Fed around. Back to the point. Gagnon comes away with it. No traffic in front. Passed across. 13 seconds remaining. Shot deflected through. Goes over the top of the net. As Topeka, a couple of good opportunities there. And now that puck will skitter around. Fed off. 4, 3, 2, 1. That's going to do it. As the Scarecrows going to fall here on Scout Night. So Monroe claims 3 big points in the standings, and we'll have to talk 3 stars of the game here momentarily. But, well, you look at the positives in a night like tonight. You didn't know what you were getting into with a team like the Moccasins. They are a very, very tough team. The fans will salute the Scarecrows, and they'll hope for a better performance tomorrow night. Obviously, each team getting a goal in the third. It was the early goals that made a difference, including that one reviewed goal. That one's going to be tough to live with if you're Topeka. Well, I'll tell you what, as we sum it up here, it's a 4-2 victory for Monroe. Cameron Clark, who we certainly hope is okay, and Connor Lynn getting the goals for your Scarecrows. I'm going to assume the stars of the game probably going to come from that pool, as I'm sure Clark, Lind, and Sammy Bernard probably going to get the nods here at home. Always interesting environment here. The Pulse, 96.9 The Pulse, 3 stars of the night, 90s, 2000s, and today. So third star of the game will be Lair Patagan. Congratulations to Lair. Family's in town for the holidays. Second star of the game, Connor Lind. Going to get the nod here. First star of the game tonight. Second goal will be Cameron Clark, who obviously is being medically treated. So all the best to Cameron Clark. And I think they shorted Sammy Bernard a little bit there. He had himself a heck of a night. But unfortunately, just didn't go his way, and obviously he came up with some phenomenal saves and just couldn't seem to get the job done. So Topeka gonna fall here tonight. We'll take a look at the out-of-town scoreboard around town, as once again, lots of games tonight here in the FPHL, as Athens falls to PD 4-3. Indiana and Blue Ridge found themselves in overtime, and Indiana gonna squeak out a 5-4 victory in overtime. What a, that is exciting. Indiana and Blue Ridge, those are 2 teams that, I don't know, earlier in the season, I don't know if you'd have called that an interesting matchup, but Indiana and the work of Thompson over there as the head coach, he has done a phenomenal job since coming in and turning that program around in Indiana. All the congrats in the world to him. Twin City, or Binghamton and Watertown. Binghamton 6, Watertown 3. That one has gone final. The Twin City Thunderbirds fall in overtime 4-3 to the Columbus River Dragons. What a night. Plenty of extra hockey here for everybody. And the final score of the night, Baton Rouge and Biloxi. It's a final. The Zydeco 3-1 winners over the Biloxi Breakers. So, final score here in Topeka, it's 4-2, as not quite the result that Topeka was looking for as they came home, but we'll see what they can do tomorrow night. Right back here live from the Landon Arena at the Stormontville Event Center. As always, I'm John Clement. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I truly appreciate it. I hope you've all had a wonderful time here. And again, before we take off for the night, we got to hit that button one more time. Kickstar Saloon. Good night, Topeka.